Hi.
Greetings. It's Wednesday. Welcome, everybody, and thanks for coming to hang out with me and my super special guest for tonight. We're going to have some fun. Going to talk some dollies. Of course, we got to talk dollies in our shelfies, right? That's a must. We're going to talk some trash. We might talk some movies. It'll be a good time. And then we might take a couple of minutes and unbox some stuff because I got a very special package in the mail that I had been meaning to unbox, and I was looking for a good opportunity. So my guest and I both have some stuff that we can just kind of open, on stream and chit chat and talk to all you fantastic folks. Big Bacon was first, so since we're bringing that back, Big Bacon's first. Got to give it to him. And Willie Henry Baxton III holds up his "I'm here for YOJOE Jerk" sign. Well, you're in the right place. Thanks for being here. And of course, my favorite Air Force officer ever, Masterson 42, said, "This better be good, or we burning the whole channel down." Put away your pitchforks and your JP8 fuel because I got this dude.
What's up everybody? How are you, Chad? Are you?
I'm having an awesome day. How about yourself?
Yeah. I mean, I got off work, tons of it, got here time, so it's good.
Yeah. You were telling me about your trials and tribulations of trying to get home on time.
Yeah, and I even left an hour early and almost didn't make it.
Yeah, little GTA action. So what's going on with you, man? What's new? It's good to see you, live and in Technicolor.
I know. You usually only get to see these, you know what I mean? So no, it's just working on the next moment. And you know how it's editing.
Yeah.
And more editing, then more editing. So my days, 10-hour days of work, and then I come home, make videos, and I also got to take care of 2 cats and a wife. So it's a busy schedule.
2 cats, huh?
2 cats right now. I had 3, used to have 5, just trying to back off the cats just a little bit.
Yeah. We had 2 cats, brothers, and a dog. They all grew up together. Dog died of old age. One of the cats died of liver failure. And then,
that's how it always is.
Then we had 1 cat, and he was all sad and depressed. So the next thing you know, the ma'am and the kid, they both go like, "Oh, we got to get more cats." They both go crazy. So now we got 3 cats again.
It's awesome, though. I love cats. They're the best.
V. Conley, I see you made it here, and I got your box right here. So we're going to get to that in a little while.
Where's my box? I didn't get one.
You're gonna get one.
I
know you're gonna.
Thank you, sir.
So your channel is it's fun. It's entertaining. It's very hilarious. Like, when did you, for anybody here who's hanging out with us that, wants to hear the story, when did you decide to start a channel? Did you know what you wanted to do right off the bat? Because I've been on that side of the creative process as well. Like, how do I want to do it? Blah, blah, blah. Like, what was the impetus?
We started around the same time, looks like, too, man. I might have been like 2-3 months behind you, but I haven't even been at this a year yet. So, but honestly, it took me about a year to muster the guts to do it. But I have also been a filmmaker. We could talk about that. But I was just looking for a creative outlet. And as a no money filmmaker, you can't rely on anybody. If a makeup guy doesn't show up and 12 other people show up, everything's fun.
Yeah.
So, and I've had it happen. You know what I mean? Like, I feed like 15 people, set everything up, and then one person doesn't show, and you just wasted everybody's time, your own money. So I always like being behind the camera. I don't like being in front of the camera at all. So that's what was the thing. Really took me a while. And if you watch my videos, like my first one, I am just dead, man. I'm a dead man. Like, I might have some wit, but like the delivery wasn't there. And I think it took me just to get comfortable with it, a few videos. But then it was just like, I'm just going to let the fucking beast out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to roll. I'm only going to make things that I think, that I personally like and think are funny. So, and honestly, there's no comedy anymore. You don't see good comedies on TV. There's no such thing as even movies that are comedies anymore. So I like to have a good time. I like to, like I said, let the fucking beast out. So that's what I just channel it and rip. And none of that shit's written. I'm winging it the whole time. They're like, I don't sit around and write jokes. I don't do any of that shit.
Yeah.
I literally, when you see me open that toy, I did not open it earlier. Like, I am opening and experiencing it. You know what I mean? So if we find something shitty with it, I'm going to fucking call it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just goo and weapon garbage. You know what I mean? If it's good, I'll praise it till the end of time. But if it's shit, it's going under my boot.
I dig it. Big Bacon, the guy who was first here in the chat, he opened one of those, and you and I were talking about him off screen, the retro Walmart 4-inch, which they should have never called retro, Joe's, and he opened that screaming face Duke, like the most worthless version of Duke they could have used. And he's looking at it, and he's like, you know what? And he just throws it in the trash, like right in his review, and he just ended the review. And I thought that was very genuine.
Yeah. Definitely. If you notice, I don't do every G.I. Joe. You know what I mean? Classified figure, because there are shit bombs all over it. Yeah, you know what I mean? There are figures that I just don't like at all. So, every line's got them,
Sure.
And Hasbro really doesn't give a fuck about anything.
No, why would they?
You know what I mean? So, like, when somebody comes to me and they're like, oh, do you think they're going to make this guy? I'm like, you bet your fucking ass they're going to make him, and they're going to make him Nintendo out, and, that's what it is. And the same thing with O-rings. If you don't think Hasbro wants that money, you're wrong. They want that money. They want all the money. They want to bleed G.I. Joe till it's dead, just like they always do. They run it into the ground, and then they restart.
They want the money. They don't want Joe as a brand, as a name. They have this love-hate thing with Joe. I always talk about it. It's very much like, well, it always saves our asses, so we'll dust it off and bring it back out, but we don't like it because it's a military line, and we're gonna call them blasters.
milk everything to the ground, like everything. Like Star Wars Black Series is like just the trash of trash right now. Like I used to collect that, and now it's like maybe I get a figure a year, and it's usually a stupid fucking robot. You know what I mean? Because you can't fuck up the robots other than scaling.
Robot. I have a couple. The one that I really coveted was the Black Series 6-inch Revan.
Yeah.
And then they re-released it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
they're like, well, he was a good one, so let's make a white version.
It's the same thing as like vintage collection Ahsoka. Like everybody was like, dude, I got an unpunched, TVC Ahsoka. And then they're like, bringing it back out, ruining the value.
Yeah, exactly. They'll just
feather. This is the 4-inch retro Scarlet. This isn't the 6-inch. We were talking about the 4-inch figures.
Yeah, I think I got the weight here. Like I said, I haven't opened them, but they're all sitting here.
Yeah. Whoop. And then Willie says, I got a sickness and the only prescription is more classified.
Nah.
Yeah.
And that's he got me with my own line. It's good.
That's fair. That's fair. One thing I do appreciate about you as a collector and someone on the whole YouTube space thing is that exactly what you just said. You don't think that everything is a home run. You don't feel the need to have everything. If you think something's garbage, when you do your openings, you do it right then and there. So whatever reaction is genuine. You didn't open it previously, and then you're like, oh, okay. Well, now I'm going to script this and
let me take a couple of notes on his shoulders, and now I just go.
Yeah.
And I don't do articulation either, because all you're doing is killing fucking time. If you do articulation on a toy, you're killing time, unless it's something brand new. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I did at the beginning. It's like I just, you know what I mean? If you watch those and even said, I'm not doing this shit no more. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to get it regardless if I tell it or bad, and you're going to play with it. So I don't need to waste our time, being like, oh, this Ben's like the 500th figure I fucking reviewed. It's like,
yeah.
It's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
So that's why I stick out, because, like, I don't care what people think of me. You know what I mean? And I just roll. I just roll as me.
See, and obviously that speaks to me, because
that's why I love your channel, man.
I appreciate it, brother, because I don't care what you like what you like. Don't come on my porch telling me what I need to like, because I don't need any kind of validation for dollies.
Exactly.
I do have an important piece of news though. Curb Stomp just finished eating dinner.
Ooh, what did you eat? My buddy Lucas on other streams loves to tell everybody what he eats for dinner. It's like a fucking running gag. It's great.
That's cool. Yeah, I dig it. The running thing around here is that because I always appreciate every single person that comes to any stream I do. I try to read everything from everybody for the most part. There's the weird little ones that like I can just skip over, like try Vader's thighs for Balin. Okay.
Yeah. I'm the worst. Like when I start my live streams, like nobody's getting fucking answered. I'm just terrible like that.
Yeah.
Hey, rat face.
Toyamic Displays, YOJOE Jerk. Do you customize figures at all?
Yes, I have made like custom figures that I used to sell on eBay. Like remember Predator 2, Danny Glover's character? I think it was Hardigan.
Yep.
Dude, I used to make Hardigans and sell them for like $200 fucking a piece. I just stopped because I was doing the YouTube thing, but
was this first time?
Yeah. I mean, I do it. I don't have time for it anymore because like editing a big chunk of so and then normal life. So it's like you got to balance everything. Customs went out the door. That's kit bashing.
Well, everybody and their mother's telling us what they had to eat now.
Oh, I'm fucking sorry.
I love it. Come on, it's great. It's fantastic.
We don't care about what you ate.
I'm a huge fan. Obviously a big fan of making customs too, so I'm not even going to get into that. But Curb Stomp is asking who all ordered the Vanguard today from Valiverse, which those pre-orders did go up today.
I did. So good.
Yeah.
So I wait a little bit because I'm gonna go to ZoloCon and I'm pretty sure Bobby's gonna be there. So maybe I'll just like talk to him and order one there or something. But I definitely it looks like a solid vehicle. So
and then you've always got those people who think that, well, the internet is my personal shit on everything playground. So they're like,
I mean,
does it come with Starbucks and
oh my, people just about fucking everything. That thing.
If you don't like it, don't buy it. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen it next to the Hiss tank? That picture on mine.
Yeah,
the fucking thing is humongous. So.
It is huge.
Price point validated. You know what I mean? And I do shipping.
And it wasn't crowdfunded.
Yeah, and we ship from my store for a living. Like we do, we ship hundreds of fucking items a day. And honestly, dude, $14 shipping for that thing is like amazing. More than half off what you would normally pay for an item that large.
Yeah.
So like he's not beating anybody up, and actually he's probably getting beat up on that shipping. What I mean?
And that's what everybody's shit all over Super 7. And I'm not saying that they didn't have a reason to crap on this, but $100 flat shipping. It doesn't matter if it's across the country or one freaking zip code away, $100. They're making bank off that shipping if it would have funded.
Okay. I used to really, really, really like Super 7 products. And if you want to get toxic, I fucking hate those bastards now. They make the most expensive garbage you've ever seen. I wasted like $200 fucking dollars on those Joes. They are trash. They are pure fucking trash. Like you could go to the dollar store and get a figure made better. Now they look okay in your digital render form, but when you get them, like they're fucking cross-eyed. Like you try pegging the hands, they break. Like I was gonna review them all. I was so excited. I opened one and I was like, this thing is just trash, and I paid full price. Like I would be pissed off if I got like the Big Bad's toy store or whoever sold it for $10. I would be pissed off and want my $10 back at that point.
Give me my $10. Our good friend Ryan Laserpants from the 3POA is here, and he says,
hey, buddy.
Bobby said it's on site. You guys are going to go at it. Thanks for being here, Ryan.
Definitely. Thank you.
And sadly, there's no Laserpants live or anything on 3POA tonight.
Oh,
it's all right. You guys can hang out with me and this jerk.
Exactly.
Two jerks talking toys. Yeah. And then just everybody's talking about ZoloCon and
I can't see it. I'm in the back thing. I can't see the chat at all. Sorry, guys.
You can't see the chat?
Well, you know me. I'm not even logged in. I'm terrible, man. I'm terrible. Like I don't even want to touch it.
You can see it on StreamYard.
I'll disappear.
Oh my Lord, man. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, me and technology, man. Like
I'll read them.
Yeah, I see them. I see, who's got stuff coming. But if they want to talk Ramen Racer, I saw that fucking Mad Max car he's making, and like that sparked me. Like I could live without those two cars. The bread van is cool, but that fucking Mad Max car, I'm buying that shit instantly. Like it looks amazing. Yeah. That man needs to make Mad Max figures.
And
nobody's done it.
Toy, they make smart stuff. Stuff.
Dude, that guy knows what's up.
He does.
That guy is going to be a millionaire. He's so smart.
Again, you look at people look at Ace, look at Ramen Toy, look at Bobby, look at Valiverse, look at You know, Strike Force Alpha, those guys like Jason and Matt.
Those figures are awesome, man. I knew nothing about them until I watched their stream, and they are fucking awesome.
But these are toy people making toys.
Yes. And that's why the figures are awesome.
Between two major corporations, one specifically, and then you see like the fans who are creating toys. Even if you're talking about like Stan Solo, if you want to talk about Star Wars stuff.
Like, yeah. Well, that guy's out of control.
There's a world of difference. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Total world of difference.
Yeah. Well, you know, just how they turn and burn everything. Like every Marvel Legends turned and burned. Like you want to talk about QC? Like you hear me bitch about Joe's. They're great in comparison to bad Marvel Legends are. Like, I've got Marvel Legends where I take legs like sideways, and like you can't eat it, you can't do anything with it. It's shot. It's just shot forever. So, like I said, like people cry about the Joe stuff being bad. No, fucking Marvel Legends. They're like. I get so many fucked up Marvel Legends. It's unbelievable. Like I've actually had to send it back. Yeah. And so bad sometimes. Like I'm not doing this, you know.
I'm one of those guys who I'm more on the sidelines, just kind of looking in, because it's still people in the sphere of my hobby, but it's just not my flavor, it's not my lane. So I don't know really anything about Marvel Legends. I mean, I know about Marvel Comics, but I don't really know much about Marvel Legends as figures, as you know, adult collectible dollies, or really Black Series. Like I said, the couple Black Series I have, I never took them out of the packages. Most of them are just like Disneyland exclusives anyway. And the same with Classified. I don't do that scale. I don't really care. So when people talk about like exactly what you just said, like if people want to bitch about Classified, like shit, look at Legends, and I'm like, okay, you know, like I take it in, but it's all academic for me. Because it's not my deal.
Exactly.
Brian Stevenson is asking, does he charge immediately for the Vanguard? I'm sure somebody can answer that in the chat, Brian.
I honestly don't know.
Next Wednesday, Bobby's coming on here, and we're going to talk all Vanguard. Like we're just going to talk about that the whole time. So if you're here next Wednesday, we can bombard Mr. Vala with all damn questions. Get him up. Where is ZoloCon? That's in Pennsylvania, yeah?
It's like a little north of Philadelphia. So like if you're anywhere like near I-95 corridor, it's maybe like 15,
Jersey-ish.
Yeah, very Jersey-ish. Like
just like
a mile away Jersey-ish. Yeah. I've never been there, honestly, but when I heard Valaverse was going, and a couple of other channels like I'm friends with and who actually live in my immediate area, because I actually live near a bunch of YouTubers. So, you know, like I don't know Art G. He's not far from me. Disavowed as a toy hunter. He's near me, and those, you know. I got to go down there with those guys. I always skip out because I work in a comic book store. We used to do comic book shows all over America, and I used to have to run that. I have I don't want anything to do with toy shows usually. Like honestly, like even this year was the first time I went to like a very, very, very small show. You know, like I'll show up at one in Allentown, but like I'm in and out. I know what I want to buy, and I'm gone.
Sure.
You know, but you know, I actually went to one in October, and I actually finally enjoyed myself after 5 years.
That's awesome. I like how Robert's Infinite Realms here is making that little inside joke. Well, you know, Val is closing his door soon, so he has to do something.
Oh yeah,
because you know all the detractors were like, "Oh yeah, he's gonna go belly up after series 1, after series 2."
The guy's got like no employees, and he sold like a bazillion toys. He's going nowhere.
Absolutely,
he's going nowhere.
Yeah. Here's a question for you right here. You mentioned you don't army build. Why? By the way, you're the best new toy review channel around.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I don't go more than 3 deep because
that's what she said.
Space is limited, man. Space is limited, and I think even be like sometimes. But you know, I can't say that honestly, like, see it, like, all the way up top, there's, like, a whole row of Crimson Guards. But that's because I found them for $5 at Ollie's, and any person in the world, if they collected, would buy as many as they could.
Crimson Guard, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
we totally did not even plan that.
Yeah, I got the Crimson Baron, and everybody's a beautiful unit up there. I love it. So that's why I don't army build, because I collect tons of stuff. I mean, you can see behind me. This isn't even a fraction. This isn't even a fraction of what I collect. I collect so much, my house is full. Okay, it's not like one room. It's an entire house, because I'm a movie poster junkie, and I used to own a video store, and I used to buy movie posters. So I used to go to old clothes movie theaters, and I'd come out with tubs of posters. You know, so wall space is dedicated. You know what I mean? Everything's got its place. I only have so much room.
I'll tell you, man. I wish I didn't have the army building bug, because I would have a lot more space if I didn't. But
when you collect smaller scale, that's totally, you know, they take up room, but they don't have as much room. The cinch ones fucking fall over, and then it's dominoes. Like, I was set back. I make everything look nice because I always just pillage it for my reviews. And yeah, I had a whole fuck just come down. It just fell right over.
I'm just saying, 56 his tanks takes up a lot of space.
Oh yeah, you have a problem.
Well, and I have that weird thing with play sets. Like I just, the more play sets, the merrier.
They're awesome though. They make everything. Like I buy a lot of it for just cardboard.
Yeah.
But like the sets when I was a kid were fucking cardboard. So to me, it all works. Like if you look at, like, you know, my review station, like I have like sets of like ancient Egypt. Like you can see it here. Like I'm sitting in an ancient Egypt set.
Yeah, that's rad.
Yeah. So play sets, I get it, man. I get it. I love those things.
Mark J's got a question for you, and he said, what sparked your idea to use the Joe PSA parody in your review? Pork chop sandwiches.
Honestly, I sometimes just weird mishmash stuff comes to my head, you know what I mean? Or there's certain parts of movies that I'm like, I would love to do this. And then I go about making it, and then I'm like, oh fuck, if I just put that PSA thing in there. But I also thought that was hilarious, you know what I mean? And it's junkyard and mud. So why wouldn't you? Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Right.
You know what I mean? That was a no-brainer. I was actually gonna do the Half-Baked movie when they talk about the dead Rottweiler, the kill. I was gonna do that whole thing where he tells the life story of the dead dog, but just the other one just ended up working out. You know, nothing is planned. Everything is just like, you know, I'm like, fuck, I have to make an intro. What am I doing? And I just go over to my movie rack. I take a look, and I'm like, oh, that one. All right, done. And then that's how it works.
Awesome. Desert Hunter 83, good to see you. Thanks for being here, buddy. Give you a little Lord there.
Thank you for being here.
Got some other questions rolling in, so I'm just trying to grab them.
Sure,
as I
go. Whatever.
Here's a good one. Oh, first, Frostbite's G.I. Joe Repro. Thank you very much for the $2 super chat. All the way from Australia. Appreciate you very much, and says good day. Because I can't.
Good day to you.
I'm not even going to try to do that. Good day. Thanks for being here, buddy. We appreciate you. V. Conley, my good friend who sent me this giant box of individually Christmas wrapped things.
Ooh.
Question for YOJOE Jerk. What are some of your favorite figure surprises? Figures that were much better than previous perception? It's a good question.
Well, I don't want to get off too topic with stuff, but that G.I. Joe classified lowlight, actually. Like, I really like that character a lot, and I think they did right by him. Like, it didn't. You didn't. was actually surprised by the loadout, the figure just actually being like just a scaled up version of the little one. So he shocked me. I like Tunnel Rat a lot too. Both versions were fine. You know, I like Night Force. When I was a kid, that was the first version I had because I think he was a Toys R Us exclusive or some shit. And
yeah, Night Force with Toys R Us, yeah.
Or actually, no, it's not the Night Force one. What was the red shirt Tunnel Rat? Was that like Brazil something? I can't remember. Like Special Missions. It was like Toys R Us exclusive. And the cassette
I didn't think that, that Tunnel Rat was part of Special Mission Brazil because that came out.
Yeah, it wasn't Force that I had. It was that. But like I said, this Tunnel Rat really does. It was those two jumped out at me for last year's figures. Definitely.
It's a busy year for classified.
Yeah, fucking kept me busy. I can't make videos of any other shit. They just keep dropping them. And I have friends overseas who buy that shit. So they're like, I just got Tunnel Rat. It's in the mail for you. You know, so I'm like, fuck, as soon as it comes in, I'm going to do it, you know, because I get excited about it. You know, if I don't get excited about it, I don't do a review, you know.
Right.
Like when you see me paying videos, it's because I have nothing else to make and I spend all the fucking money on those stupid fucking things. So that's why I'll lump them all together and just, you know, have a good time just making fun of them all.
That's good. And I have to address, because this freaking jerk will always do this, loving this episode at 7:30. I'm not behind, so.
And I don't see chat, so I couldn't tell you.
Suck it. Yeah.
I'd miss it worse than him anyway.
Yeah. And then Willie's asking another question. What type of voodoo magic did you have to do to get the wife to be down with the hobby?
I've never been out of this hobby, so she accepted it because that was me when she met me. She does, and honestly, I had shitloads of money selling chunks of my collection when I need to. You know what I mean? Like, if something sours me and I don't like it anymore, or it doesn't get displayed anymore because it's just not as important as something else, I will sell it. And generally, I pick so. You know, I have no problems. And she's just awesome anyway, you know.
You know, and it's good when you get into a relationship with somebody and you're already in the hobby, because there's not much of a
there's no surprise. There's no
I mean, you're already
like,
starting.
Hey, I'm looking dork over here, you know.
Hey, honey, I decided that I'm going to start collecting little plastic people.
Exactly.
It's going to cost a lot of money. And they're going to be like, go sleep on the couch.
You should have upfront about the way.
Yeah.
Like when I met my wife, I'm like, I could a lot. So don't be free when you see my place.
Yeah. When the ma'am and I got together, I was already into the G.I. Joe hobby, and like she's kind of come into that hobby with me. Like she always collected, so cool. You know, she had like My Little Ponies and stuff like that. It's still collecting something. At least it's not Funko Pops. If you like Funko Pops, that's okay. But you know, she bought my flag. She bought one of the 2 terror drones, and on. Like, yeah, she's real big cool on this with me. You know, she costumes with me in the finest, and
that's awesome.
She's awesome. A huge part of it. Our good friend Embargo97 says, just stopping in for a second, still at work. Tax season is a bitch. Yes, it is. See you, buddy.
Yeah, it is.
19 Jace, Russian hackers are trying to kill the feed.
More than likely. More than likely.
Yeah. Every once in a while, you're lagging a little bit. And yeah, that's the one that you have. It's the Supersonic Fighters Tunnel Rat. Yeah. Because Mission Brazil came out before Tunnel Rat was even released in his version 1.
Yeah, as soon as he said that, I envisioned that stupid giant backpack with the button on it. So very nice. Thank you, sir.
Hey, I'm a huge fan of Supersonic Fighter dial tone. I like the black and the blue and the silver. I think it works well. You know,
I love
everybody knows I got a thing for 90s.
I love repaints.
All the way from the clubhouse, our good friend Zazel's here. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here.
Hello.
So what what makes you decide what you open and what you keep in package? Because I know you were talking about how you open
Yeah,
some stuff and some stuff you don't.
yeah. A certain packaging, if sometimes the packaging will truly sell me the figure, and when it's beautiful and looks good. So if the figure is well displayed and the card looks nice, I'll leave it on the card. Very rarely, like I said, I'll show everybody real quick at home, but like I have all the Marvel Legends, retro carded Spider-Man stuff, but the figures are so like you could just see them. You know what I mean? So instead of wasting a whole shelf, I could waste the wall on them. You know what I mean? And take a nice
You
look
waste
at 'em.
that wall. You go ahead
Yeah,
and do that.
and then there's certain things, like certain Marvel Legends I'll open if I'm like, I want to build a team like the Thunderbolts, or if I want to build like Alpha Flight or something, or a certain derivative of an X-Men team or X-Factor or something, then I'll open it. But generally, like releases, I'll open them. You know what I mean? Retro card, it depends. Like the new G.I. Joe or the new classifieds on retro cards, I'll probably open all just because there's, you know what I mean? But I love that classic card art, so that always draws me in as long as it's good. But they bombed that too, man. Like they did that Zartan, and it looked fucking horrible. That retro carded Zartan card.
Is it bad?
The fucking most awful thing I've ever seen. It was an atrocity, man. They tried to make the figure look like the card art, and it's just awful. It's the worst thing I've ever seen.
See, and that's again going back to that's kind of my thing. So because I don't collect these lines, and from what I see from an outsider's perspective, if you do, it has to like all be pre-orders, because I go to Walmart and Target all the time and I never see this stuff.
I never see it either.
I couldn't even pull a figure. Well, except for Retro Gung Ho, he's freaking everywhere.
Yeah, but the only place I go to is Ollie's. That's it. I pre-order all my shit.
We don't have
Ollie's
out here, so
you're not missing much, man.
Yeah.
Like either you got a good one or you got a shitty one, and I got a shitty one, and I go to the one in Allentown, and if at the wrong time you get trampled by every fucking scalp, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
that's how it is with the Rosses out here. It's like everybody's like, "Oh yeah, look at all these Rosses in California," and I have like a bunch in Albuquerque, and every time I go, I find like one thing.
Yeah, everything's scalped in my area, and one of my buddies is a toy hunter on YouTube, and he does all of Allentown, and like after a video comes out, everything's fucking gone. So I just gave up. I was like, yeah, I'm done. And I get all my shit early from overseas anyway, so I don't even give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, it helped my channel tremendously getting them first. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? It did. But I'm not really doing that shit no more. If my buddies send them over and they're cheap, I'll do it. But there are some I paid horrible scalping prices for. But I love the figure, so I don't give a fuck about price. You know what I mean? If it's something
because that's a relative thing. Like if you
don't
want
put price in front of
willing
things that you like when you're a collector. You know what I mean? And you have to be responsible and be like, oh, I'm not gonna buy that $1,500 fucking flag, but 20 here, this there, that's whatever.
Well, it's like it's like buying an engagement ring. You're not gonna like do it on the cheap because it's important. Collecting is one of those things where if it's going to cost you $80, you're going to pay $80 for it. I mean, that's all there is to it. Brendan's here all the way from down under. Good to see you, Brendan. And Stinky Cat Butt, our good friend, is here and says, "Hey, Chad and Jerk."
That is a great name.
It is. It's one of my favorites. Kentucky Inbred is here as well and said, I've been here, but was talking to my boss. It's good to see you.
What's up?
And then since Mikey's always got to be Mikey, Chad is always sold on a good package. He wants, you know what he wants? He wants that. But I always love his little jokes. It's the retro Walmart Scarlet 19Js. It's the
very hard to
4-inch one,
find.
not,
It took
huh?
me forever to find one. It was like, or
Yeah,
no,
because she
it's
was
not
that
one.
she was that old school
No.
Chase figure.
It was the Baroness. That's the one. I was like, the last one I got. It's that Scarlet's the one.
Yeah. I like the Scarlet. The head sculpt is phenomenal, but I don't like the fact that she doesn't have her gauntlets. They just gave her like, it looks like rappelling gloves, but whatever. That's
Weird.
just, you know,
Is it
we're
a new
allowed to be
sculpt
critical
or
about
is it
stuff
like
we
one
like.
of the 25th anniversary
No, it's a whole new
ones?
sculpt.
Yeah,
Whole new sculpt.
that's where my knowledge is horrible. You know what I mean? I don't.
Yeah.
That time period, I was totally out. Movies completely soured me. You know, I was like, nah.
That's another thing that we're gonna broach here in a little bit.
They're so bad, I barely remember them, and like they bleed together, and I'm like, oh, this is all bad.
Patrick Strauko said, "Jerk, I just subbed. I love straight shooters who don't kneel before Zod to the toy companies."
Yeah, fuck all them. They already got my money. I don't need to kiss fucking ass.
Nope.
And even if they offered me free, my opinion. You know what I mean? That's shit. Damn it.
Yeah, I lose you and then you come back. Roman Graham says, what is your favorite classified figure to date?
General Hawk. I like that figure. I like it. It's basic, but it looks exactly how it needs to look. The only thing is they gave him some gloves. I'm good with it. I really like it. But he's also a Joe I loved as a kid. So it's anyone that I was attracted to as a kid, forget it. Like I love when they come out. I'm like, ooh, like Shockwave. Like he's terrible figure, but I fucking love seeing them. I'm like, oh, there he is in the display. You know.
Yeah. I thought I really liked the Battle Android Trooper. It was nice to see that in a larger scale because you can do a lot of the detailing in the the android arms that I thought they did a good job with.
It's perfect. I like that. I like the Arctic one too because they actually like loaded it out with different parts.
Well, and they gave it the Spy Troops or the Valor versus Venom alternate head is like that. And I really freaking like Major Blood.
I like them.
And those are two figures that I have. I have them both open, and so I can I can speak to.
I love the fucking updated robot arm. I thought that was so cool. I was just like, yeah. I was like, instead of just like what looked like a Bobo glove, this thing looks like an arm that like came off a Terminator.
Yeah, heavily armored. And then Willie is asking best brands of 2023 and what brand to look forward to in 2024.
See, I really cannot give Hasbro anything because they make bad stuff. It looks like it makes me happy, but besides that terrible Batman in from that, really just fun quality stuff. I hate to give it to him, but like Mezco, you get what you pay for and then some. So it's really rare if I buy a figure, but sometimes like they have that Solomon Kane, like holy fuck, it's perfect if you like Bertie Howard shit. Like nobody's ever gonna make a figure like that for you. Or even their like Frazetta version Conan, like that thing is unfucking believable. Like I'd probably say that was probably my favorite toy of last year. Like bar none, it looked like the fucking Frazetta painting. You know? Yeah. And I'm big on him. I actually knew his like family growing up, like because they live like not even 15 miles away. Like so I got to meet old man Frazetta a few times, which was really fucking cool. So
what about brand to look forward to next year? Or this year? Now it's this year, my bad.
Probably Mezco again because they have the Shadow. Like I have that fucking thing on order. I love Pulp Heroes, so I gotta say, I'm looking forward to that, you know? And they're making really kick-ass Joes. I know you didn't like the Destro, but for a 6-inch collector, like, that fucking thing's incredible. Like,
which Destro?
The Mezco 112 collective Destro. Like,
it looks great. Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah. He's unfucking believable. So the Duke looks terrible though. Like where they went so good, like that Duke head looks like he got hit by a car.
Right?
You know,
I was like, yeah.
And even the Roadblock, like the Roadblock did nothing for me. I'm like, it looks like the classified one, so I don't care about that. Like the Storm Shadow looks incredible.
The stitching on that Storm Shadow alone, just the detail on that stitching is great.
Yeah, ridiculous. And then if you look at the loadout, like, holy God, it was like 3 pages of advertising for his loadout.
Yeah.
The Snake Eyes looks incredible with like, you know, his bodysuit from, you know, waist up, and then he had like the tactical pants. Like that looks great. Fly looks incredible. Like those fucked up eyes down, like perfect. So looking forward to a Mezco, honestly. I mean, the shit's expensive, but you get what you pay for. So
awesome. I don't really think I could answer this because I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, everything's crowdfunded, right? Like most of the stuff.
It's just that I do old stuff mostly. I do get into some new stuff. I like the Strike Force Alpha stuff now that I put my hands on it and played with it. I love the pop and swap.
That looks so awesome.
Like the construction style that they did with those figures. I'm just really looking forward to all of the independent lines that will be coming out in 2024, and all the independent lines that are already out. I'm looking to see them do bigger and better, right? Because the Vanguard's coming from Valaverse. He's got some great new character designs coming out.
I saw. Doesn't he have like actual new articulation and stuff? Yep. That's awesome.
And that new body style's coming. That big
Goodbye me.
Yeah.
Goodbye me.
Linebacker kind of body style.
Yeah.
And our good friend Packers is here. Good to see you, Packers, man. He says, loving the stream, bro. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Yeah. And here is another question for you from Impossible Pie. Are you into third-party O-ring stuff, Delta 17, things like that, or just Joe?
I'm looking on from the outside on that stuff. It's very cool, but like I want to kick up my vintage collection a little bit first and, you know, fill out all that, you know, but the third-party stuff looks great. Like it really does. Like, so
like that Mobat you got sitting next to you.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Yeah.
Just picked this baby up not too long ago, a month or two ago.
Yeah, it's definitely my favorite Mobat.
Oh, I love this thing. It's so much fun. And you know what, Chad? I'm something that I can't fucking figure out what the fuck it is. So I'm going to ask you, what the fuck?
Oh, that's the Barracuda submarine.
Okay. I found the thing at a fucking yard sale for like $1. And I was like, it has all its missiles. It has everything.
That's rad, dude.
So, yeah, I picked that. Was I was like, you know what's sitting on my like, this fucking chat what that thing is, because I have no fucking idea. And like, you know, those guides only go so far online, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Barracuda sub. It's a pretty fun little toy. Yeah, I dig it.
I shoot the missiles at those. Love chasing.
Yep. Shoot some missiles. Stanley's Toy Channel is here. Good to see you, Stanley. Thanks for being here, buddy. And Photo Viper says ramen toy is looking great. I definitely agree with that.
Yes. Yeah. That bread wagon, man.
Yeah. Raw Talk Real Deal is asking, did you get the figure with it?
No, I did not. I wish.
And that's okay, because if you got the sub with the missile, the figure's easy to get. I
opened it and it was empty. So.
Yeah. Photo Viper says put it underwater with some Alka-Seltzer in it.
Yeah, I'm sure my wife would love that. She'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing in the bathtub?"
You got your little dolly vehicle and a bunch of Alka-Seltzer.
Like, I'm a submarine pilot.
Door. What are you doing?
Well, she's caught me doing work. So.
Yeah. And then Anthony Whitehead is here and says, hello, fellow haters.
Oh,
Hello, good sir.
hello.
Got some other questions for you.
Bring it.
I've got one from Kev Jewel 100. I'm going to save it. Kev,
Okay.
I got it started. I'm going to save it for a reason. Thoughts on diorama pieces, like the infamous red chair from your set that the girls hang around.
That's just it's from McFarlane's Matrix. It's just the Morpheus chair. It's all it is. It's just when you collect as long as I have, you have infinite amounts of diorama shit.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing. Like when you see my little, shorts at the beginning, there's a million little fucking things scattered everywhere. And it took me 20 minutes for you to see it for half a second, but it made me laugh. But if you notice, like half my people are holding Hellraiser boxes, like in different positions and shit. Yeah. So
no, I love diorama stuff. I've got little dio pieces all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, look, I love extreme. I fucking love, you know what I mean? Like I fucking it honestly makes your little dolly and makes it even better when he's in an environment that's to scale him. It just fucking takes it up level. So I love pieces of all that shit.
Yeah, that's some of that cheap like US Army stuff that you could get at like TJ Maxx or Ross, and it's got like a watchtower and like some little broken wall and things like that. I love that stuff. I put it everywhere.
Yeah, it looks great in the display, man. I love just little accessories and little dudes all over the place. It just makes it look awesome.
Yeah, even the little battlefield accessory sets like the mortar defense unit, things like that. They come with, this one's got like a little bivouac set, and this one's got sandbags, and this one has a little broken wall. I love them. I love everything about them.
Agreed.
Impossible Pie is asking, are both of you guys interested in the Haya 4-inch Joes?
They look cool, but do you own any Haya stuff? Because I own quite a bit. And it's very fucking fragile. It's very expensive.
Yep.
And it's tiny. Because they made the RoboCop Kane. Let me see if I have him laying around. Yeah. And you'll never get a 6-inch version of this, but this thing is fucking wild. You know what I mean? Like, it's incredible. They do good stuff, but if it takes a dive off your shelf, it's done.
Yeah.
But
behave yourselves. I love that.
yeah. RoboCop 2, forget it, man. Frank Miller wrote that shit. Like, I love ultra violent movies, so that.
Well, and you can't go wrong with Verhoeven. Like Verhoeven's going to do messed up stuff, like RoboCop 1, 2, Total Recall, Starship
Troopers. He didn't
Troopers.
make 2. He didn't. That was Ivan Kershner, man. That was the guy.
That was Irvin Kershner.
Yeah, that's why that movie's actually good. And the script for RoboCop 2 and 3 were the same movie, and they pulled the elements apart, and then they just butchered it. But the second one got all the best stuff, and then they just
I love it.
They ruined it after that. That third one, once you put a robot versus ninjas, it's over. Hey, 4 feathers.
Well, and you replace the main character, but try to not replace him. Yeah. That never goes over well. Like,
oh man, and they picked the worst actor. Yeah, I love Peter Weller. I love all that, but bad movie.
Yeah, and then Brian says RoboCop was filmed in my city, Houston, Texas.
That's awesome.
They filmed the first one. Well, for the backdrop of Detroit, they used Dallas. I know that because it was flat, and they could do like matte painting stuff easier.
Yeah, but I agree with you. Paul Verhoeven's one of my favorites, dude. Like,
dude, I love Starship Troopers.
Yes,
I love the fact that like it's
I gotta
so
show
much
you
satire going on, but at the same time they play it off like very straight faced. Yeah, there it is, right? Mobile
Yeah,
infantry.
mobile infantry.
I got one of those shirts too. Yeah.
Oh my God, that is the
Lawrence
funniest
is here. What's
fucking
up,
movie
dude?
ever made.
Yeah.
Ever made, man.
It's
Like,
such a good movie.
I saw that in the theater and I was like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Well, and it's completely different from the books, but
oh my God, it's
still
nothing, dude.
It works,
Nothing
yeah.
like the books. Like, he's from
You're looking
like,
at Johnny Rico and you're like Casper Van Dien, like,
yeah,
I don't see it.
yeah,
But
you're not
it
from
works.
Brazil.
Yeah,
You're not from Buenos Aires. I don't buy it. Not if you are.
Rico.
Yeah, I read that book. It was a really good book. But yeah, they're just completely separate entities.
Yeah, 100%. I got a couple of the 4-inch YOJOEs. I did get Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes when they first came out. I actually opened them. I don't really do toy reviews, but I opened them and said, like, hey, like, these are my pros and my cons. The little balled up fists, they're almost like marbles, because in the video I drop it and you hear it hit my freaking display like a marble.
It just pings out.
They look good, but just like you said, they have so many little parts that, like, you go to move them and pose them and like this falls off and that falls off and then the hand falls out because their body construction for their 4-inch figures is weird. It's
really thin, like everything feels like, but then it's like really emaciated, because even RoboCop's emaciated.
Yep. But the Ed 209 looks good.
I did not buy that.
No, you don't.
I'm regretting it, but I do have the NECA one down there. So nice. I have a monster one.
There you go. But even with their body construction, so this is the the 50th anniversary low light from the 2-pack, and the hand pegs into the forearm. Whereas with the Haya, the peg comes out of the forearm and the hand has the hole on it. So it's very hard to get the hand onto the peg because the peg is on a ball and it moves around and like it wants to snap while you're trying to put that forward pressure into it. I don't like that at all. I did not appreciate that. I ordered the Cobra Commander because it's not just it was designed by Apro Studios and it's not just a straight transfer of the classified aesthetic. So I really like that. And
I've noticed, like, with the Cobra Trooper coming up, like, that doesn't look like the classified.
Neither does the Baroness. Yeah, it depends.
And I like the aesthetic. It look cool. It's just, it's itty bitty.
Yeah, it just depends on the designer. That's really what it boils down to.
Yeah. Well, I'm about to go into a scary land. I ordered all those Hyatt fucking Rambos that are, 1/12 scale.
Oh, man.
So if you're going to go, because definitely go to them, because those fucking...
Yep. I lost you again there for a second.
Oh,
there you go.
Okay.
It's all good. Don't sweat it.
Hey, punk.
Yeah, I said Lawrence was here. The enemy cannot push a button if you disable his hand.
Clancy is amazing in that. I love how he's the hero at the end.
The only way you're going to see action is if you bust yourself down to private. Such a good movie.
I love that thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Lawrence says the Haya Cobra Trooper looks amazing. He does. It's definitely
interesting. I love the way it looks.
It's not a pullback from the classified aesthetic where you see a lot of the Haya 4-inch Joe stuff. Either they pull back from it or it's like a direct port.
Or they
went
embrace
even like further beyond. They went Super Saiyan with him.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, let's just make him even more crazy looking. So.
Yeah, like I said, I liked it. So maybe
that Tiger Force Flint looks like shit, though. The face looks like Pinocchio. It's like super weird chiseled.
Yeah, I immediately, thankfully, I have 2 Flints, like a regular one, so I immediately just threw my head in a fucking bucket. It's done. Yeah, he looks awful, man. Raccoon. He looks like he has fucking raccoon makeup on. It's horrible.
Yeah, the Haya one looks bad, and I was really disappointed in Haya for doing a Tiger Force Flint, and I'm like, come on, man, like.
Yeah, they're like, well, let's take a page out of Hasbro's book and.
But the other Flint's not even in people's hands. That's my biggest problem with any repaint. I don't care if you do a repaint. Wait a little bit until people get the first version.
Horrible. They're horrible.
They did a Python Patrol Cobra Flight pod after they did like the original Cobra Flight pod in the 6-inch scale, and it was like immediate, and then it was cheaper. You want to talk about pissing people off?
You know what they're doing? They're making them at the same fucking time and sitting on them. Because if you look at the box designs, that's what's a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
And honestly, that Tunnel Rat video that I just did, I could have got that figure 2 months ago when Beast Battleground got it. I was just like, it's too close to when the original came out. You know what I mean? I was like, I'll hold off on it. You know, it's even too much to give to the audience. You know what I mean? I hate people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I just yell in my car, man. So I don't.
No, it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just yell at my dolls. I'm just like, you're horrible. What's the matter with you?
With the hands. Dude, I love all the quick cuts and stuff that you do. It's awesome.
Yeah, you know, it evolved into that. And I was just like, you know what? I love this rapid fire. I never shut the fuck up. I never give you a second to leave. You know what I mean? That's my approach. You can't leave.
Right
Once I start,
I never shut the fuck up.
Yeah, the fucking money train is left and jump off, but we're going. You know what I mean? I don't shut up. Time me.
This is gonna happen. Yeah, just let it happen. Yeah, it's weird how stuff evolves like that. Like the have an awesome day. I don't even remember like when I started. It wasn't even like a conscious thing. Like, I'm gonna end everything with have an awesome day. It just happened once, and I was like, yeah, I guess it was kind of organic. And then somebody left a comment once, and they were like, "Why are you always so sarcastic when you say that?" And I'm like, it's not sarcasm, dude. Like, whatever.
Yeah, I started doing a code thing, and that's it. I won't stop. Like, all over my fucking, they're like, barcode this and barcode that. So
legal bullshit.
Yeah, the legal shit, you know. But it was just me just trying to make it of it, and it just became fun. You know what I mean? Like, I love speeding through boxes now and just being like, well, this is fucking stupid. This is funny. I could save it, you know, do all this. And so it's a shame, too, because they changed the fucking boxes. So my gimmicks are all got to change now.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, like, are you kind of looking forward to how that's going to evolve with the new packaging? Did you?
I got Mutton Junkyard, you know, so, and honestly, window packaging is going to fix a lot of fucking problems because, you know, when your little dolly was in a bag, in a box, hidden away
in the tissue paper,
it didn't matter what the QC was because they were like, fuck you, buy our trash because it's about to get worse. You know what I mean? But now they have to make straighter weapons. And honestly, the tray, when the weapons are made and put in there right away,
where'd you go?
Oh, God damn it. I'm so sorry, man. I ran a landline, too. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, it's all good. You know, that's just live TV. It's cool.
I know. I hate doing that to people, though. They're like, oh, it's fucking gone again. He's lagging.
It's not like it's you. You know what I mean? It's just, look, you know, first world problems.
It's probably my shitty internet company. They fucking
Lilith is here all the way from Australia, so thanks for being here, Lilith.
A lot of people from down under.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. Impossible Pie says vintage Tiger Force figure I love. Well, that's the vintage one. And then Anthony Whitehead said I would buy a 1/18 scale Chad. Just get a bald head. Done. Right? I mean that's all you need. Easy.
It's got to come with a little car so you can just be angry in it.
Yeah. Stop the hate on Tiger Force. I'm not hating on Tiger Force.
I love Tiger Force. Watch my video. I have them all.
All I said was that the Tiger Force Flint that Haya did, the face looks chiseled like Pinocchio. That's it.
Yeah, the classified one's face looks like shit too. That fucking raccoon.
I said it looks like Pris from Blade Runner.
Yes, where she fucking paint sprays it on.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
Like I said, I had 2 Flints. Thankfully, I just popped the head and put it on the Tiger Force one.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Anthony Whitehead said 118 scale Chad would come with a hiss tank that he can rant in. Yep. Looks like Chad is behind in the chat. No, I'm not.
I can't tell.
Because you literally posted that 2 minutes ago. Masterson42 says he's always behind in the chat. What else is new? It actually kind of hard to keep up with, to be honest. It can be, yeah, but you just posted that 1 minute ago. So
and if I was taking care of the chat, nobody would have read it.
Yeah. And then Man of Action says they have Hiss 3s for $12 at Ollie's. Yes, they do, because Scott Hughes just sent me 4.
Yeah, too bad I bought one when they first came out because I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, it looks fucking awesome.
So, the Mam and I, we're both in the Army. We're in the same infantry battalion. It's just a story that everybody knows. And we came home from our deployment to East Africa to a completely changed world because COVID was the norm. And we didn't experience that where we were.
Yeah,
so
that's a home, fucking shock.
Like standing in line to get into a Walmart and all this stuff. But that's when all this stuff was hitting stores. And it was so great to come home from that deployment and just start hunting 4-inch Joes again.
Yeah.
It felt like 2007 all over again, and I loved it.
You're going to get it again. If you don't think
Out
Hasbro is going to take all those 25th anniversary molds that are already fucking made and put them on new cards, out of your
Did you see my video about that?
I might have missed it, but I know companies, man. They want to fucking juice you for every penny you got. So, and they already have the molds. All the shit's there. All they got to do is blow the dust, new card, and just put them out again.
Yep.
So, and they're going to do it. It might not be this year. Might be next year, but there's enough of you guys out there that want it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I'd even go for it. I did go for it. I was buying classified in the retro line at the same time. I was like, keep the retro cards on the card, play classified. I love it. I think they're going to go all in again. It'll be like Transformers. You'll be like, please stop, please.
Yeah. I mean, we know that there's more 4-inch modern construction Joes coming. They're going to re-release vehicles. They're going to do
That's their.
And then you got Super
shtick.
7 doing vehicles, playsets, and O-ring figures. You're going to get a lot. There's going to be a lot coming in the next couple of years because I know that like Joe is different. Joe is theirs. They own it. They're the creative force behind it. It's not like Disney, Lucasfilm is telling them, here, you have to make this Admiral Holdo figure. And they're like, we don't want to make that.
What is it? Or Tomy, telling them this is the Transformers we're doing. So, bring your Hasbro guy over and he can watch us make them.
Yeah. Takara Tomy.
George exactly.
Gotta go. Good to see you, George. Thanks for being here, sir.
Hey, thank you so much.
See, and then Rasta Fabian says it's not sarcasm, it's Chad. That's right. 19 Jace is asking where you can find this hat. It's just a black operator's cap with a patch on it. That's all. Yeah, that's all it is. It's just a patch. I can just switch them out if I choose to, but unifying element. I don't know. I had to do. It's a Cobra kind of day.
Hell yeah.
And let's see. Unfreeze. He unfroze. We got there. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry, guys.
I can never pronounce this. Cerrone. I'm gonna say games go.
Don't ask me, man. I see like craziest fucking names. Like I have to answer, comments. I'm just like, what the fuck am I reading?
It's still good to see you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, and then KJ Smith says Hasbro's shutting us down.
Just like they stalled my Hiss tank.
Yeah. Then Willie says it's actually Super 7 doing it.
Yeah, Brian Flynn can come here and fight me.
Yeah.
He used to make great shit, man. I'm not lying. Like the Masters of the Universe stuff they were making when they got that Mattel license, they were beautiful. Like the Filmation ones, they were great.
Yeah.
But they only cost $35. So that was okay if certain things weren't great.
Yeah.
But now you're paying $55 and you're getting fucking garbage.
Garbage.
Yeah, I I feel bad for the O-ring guys, man. Like, I don't know if they're gonna look good, you know, or the paint's gonna be good. Like, his renders always look good, and then his figures are a complete disappointment. Like, I'm getting the Conan ones, and that's it. I'm done. You know, I ordered them like a year ago, and Conan is near and dear to my heart. So, like, I'll buy it, but I know when I get them, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Uh-oh.
You know?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Hello.
What's going on?
Gonna get a mameo. What's up, baby?
Nothing. Waking up.
What are you doing?
Nothing. At the grocery store.
Yeah, did you?
Yep. That's what I did.
I love you.
Love you.
Oh.
I'll see you later.
Yep. Korean
See ya.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Here, say bye. Bye. Yeah.
I'm out of here.
I want to pronounce this as Javi. Is this Javi?
I think so. That looks right to me.
Okay. I'm going to say Javi Soprano. If I said that wrong, please let me know. It says YOJOE Jerk. That's my homie.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
You just saw my homie. So, yeah, she just came in and said hi and then left. I'm catching up on the chat. We got a little behind there for a second.
No problem.
Brian is asking, do you think there's a G.I. Joe fan out there whose favorite character is Crystal Ball? Yes, I do.
Yeah, I think I'm interested in an update for him. I am. I like all the goofy characters. I like the goofy side of G.I. Joe. You know, I like it all. You know, I like the original 13. I like the motherfucking space guys. You know, space.
Oh yeah, Star Brigade.
It's all fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was half the fun of it. It was just all over the place.
Yeah, and I agree. I've got smatterings from everything. I don't have all of Star Brigade because, you know, I don't. Do I need everything? No. No.
But that's the beauty. You pick what you like. You ditch what you don't like. That's the beauty of it all.
The only sub team that I have nothing from, and I'm probably going to make myself a liar as soon as we're done and I stand up and go, oh, I did have that, is Dino Hunters. I don't have any Dino Hunters.
But aren't those catastrophically expensive? Like,
yes.
Like, aren't they like one of the most?
I lost you again. I hope. Am I freezing too?
No, it's me.
Oh, it's cool.
Be me.
All good.
So, but please continue. I don't know where we left off.
Oh no, we're all good. Rasta Fabian says, "I see that hydrofoil."
Ooh.
Yes, sir. Pardon me. Part of the thing that I can do, I can't necessarily say I'm going to do it, but when I set this new corner up, which I like this a lot more than, you know, you and I were talking backstage before we went live. It's less of the cavernous room, and it's
way more intimate, and I can actually see the shit on your shelves.
Right.
Like this, you can't make out back here.
I mean, some of it, yeah. But when I set this up, I was like, oh, and then if I want to, I can just switch out this hydrofoil for something else, or I can switch out, you know, something up here for something else, and I can maybe move my whale, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's very plug and play.
Review it. I move all the figures every time. Like, you might not think it, but like, I have a problem. I fucking move them every video. So I know how that is. I move my shit around all the time.
Yeah. See, Rob Vegas loves Crystal Ball. Lilith likes Crystal Ball. That's
cool. He's fucking awesome. He's a fucking maniac.
Yeah.
Wasn't he the one with like the lenticular shield or something? And the fucking he had like the leather coat. Yeah.
Vincent Price looking motherfucker. Darkest Cloister.
Yeah, he had like the shocked hair like grandpa, like from fucking the Munsters.
Grandpa Munster.
Yeah, that's just fucking awesome.
Darkest Cloister is asking, is there a story behind the nickname Ma'am? Yes. So in the grand scheme of the U.S. Army Infantry, they only started allowing females in like, I want to say like 2016, 2017, and the Ma'am is one of only 26 female U.S. infantry officers in the entire U.S. Army.
Wow.
So, yeah, she's one of only 26, and because she's the only female infantry man in our battalion, everyone just calls her the ma'am because they know who she is. She's the only one. And so whenever soldiers would be talking, they would just say like, oh yeah, blah, 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 the ma'am. And then people know they're talking about, this infantry officer who's the only female. And she loves Cobra Commander. So the joking nickname is she is the commander. And she's a company commander as well, right? So she loves Cobra Commander. She was a company commander in our infantry battalion, and she's the ma'am. So the ma'am, commander, whatever. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's the deal with her. So people just they just call her the ma'am. That's what everybody knows her as. Even all my soldiers in my unit, we're in the same battalion, but totally different units. And my soldiers, they call her the ma'am, or they call her mom, or something like that. Ooh, here's a good question. Which is better, Barbarian or Destroyer?
Okay, Barbarian is a real movie, and Destroyer is an action movie. So, yeah, it's Barbarian all the way. I love Destroyer. Don't get me wrong, fucking awesome action movie, but it is an action movie. It isn't like the first Conan movie is more of a drama than anything else. So
yeah, that's true. And it's also the hero's journey movie for that character.
Yeah, it's incredible. Try to watch a movie nowadays that doesn't have dialogue for like 20 minutes. Good luck. You know what I mean? Like, he carries that movie on his shoulders.
And
like
that freaking
everything.
Music that Basil Polidorus.
Everything. Yeah, that guy gets my blood pumping. I hear that in Total Recall. I hear that in fucking RoboCop. I'm like, oh.
The march in Starship Troopers when they're coming down in the dropship.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
when it's just raining dropships. Yeah.
That makes me want to go invade a small third world country again. Again, because I haven't done that enough.
I need another round.
Anyway, Masterson42, thank you very much, sir. Sends a $5 super chat. There's a crisp salute for you. Excuse me, ma'am. Did you bring enough of those for the whole class? No, she didn't. She absolutely did not. What? Only the bald army guys get the sugar? Yeah. Here's a question. Are you a fan of Chuckles? Oh, and thank you, sir, for the super chat. I really appreciate you. Are you a fan of Chuckles?
Yeah, I love Chuckles. Watch my top 10 video. You'll see how much I like Chuckles. I fucking love that figure. And I did a separate video on him too. So, yeah, I dig it. The box, I don't give a shit about boxes. So, like, on that, whatever. The figure is just right. So,
yeah.
The beat to shit head, the brass knuckles, like, they didn't have to add any of that shit, and they did, and it was fun.
Yeah, no, they didn't. I just,
Yeah, I mean,
I can take it or leave it. I'm not the biggest fan of Chuckles. I do have one Chuckles figure.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you got to have a Chuckles. He was in the movie. He threw a fucking missile.
I mean, he's represented on my shelf of 4-inch Modern Joes, but I'm not like, yay, Chuckles.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
He's just another Joe.
Yeah,
it's good.
And then James from Ratface44 Reviews says, I completed Battle Force 2000 last year. That's awesome, dude. Very cool.
Yeah. Awesome. If you ever got his room, he does a good job.
Oh yeah. David Andrews, do you like Mind Burger? Was that Mind Bender?
No, I make a joke. I call him Dr. Meatball Vendor.
Yeah.
I think that's what he was alluding to.
Right.
Or I call him Dr. Bender because I always have a hot dog in his hand,
Right. So yes, are you a Mind Bender guy?
Oh yeah. I hell yeah. I mean, I love all the Cobra baddies. Every one of them. There isn't anybody in Cobra I don't like. You know what I mean? I mean, if you get up into the Deke era of G.I. Joe, yeah, there might be a couple guys I don't fucking like. But you know what? Aesthetically, they look fucking awesome. They'll be on the shelf when they come out.
There's a very special place in my heart for that whole 85, 86.
Yeah.
And I love everything that came before. There's a lot of stuff that came after that I do really love. Some stuff I like, some stuff I don't care for. And that's, that's any IP.
Exactly. I love Joe, like, from, when they started him to up until about like I think it was like 90 when they started to go Ninja 4C is when they lost me.
Yeah.
You know, but I was just getting out of it anyway. I was at that age where I was just like, oh, girls exist.
Sure. Yeah, me too.
Girls don't like dolls. Stop playing with dolls. You know,
Ladies don't like dollies. Yeah.
Yeah, and that didn't take long because McFarlane came out like 3.
Yeah.
And that fucking restarted everything.
Yeah. Now, when I came back into collecting as an adult, there was a lot of stuff that I didn't have as a kid that I grew to love, like the Cobra Bug over here behind me. Didn't have it as a kid, right? It was past my time, but I love it. You know, in 93, 94, we got Ace version 3 with that Ghost Striker X16, got that super awesome Headhunter Stormtrooper that I have sitting right here.
That is
got
true.
Shipwreck version 2.
Is that the one where he has the beanie and the black? Yeah,
where he's in the he's basically in the dive suit.
Yeah,
and then we got
fucking awesome.
General Flag version 3, right? General Flag the 3rd, actually. Whatever. Figure Fever, thank you very much, sends us $2 super chat and says good evening to us both.
Hello.
And Rob Vegas wants to see a Star Brigade crystal ball.
Why not? I'm sure Hasbro will get there one day as long as they don't crush the line. They'll make a fucking Tiger Force everybody and a Python Patrol everybody, and they'll do it until you're sick of it. Trust me. Just be patient.
And then Raw Talk Real Deal says Super 7 O-rings better not have that chalk matte paint or dusty plastic. The only thing that saves Super 7 is the TV characters in O-ring version.
I could tell you, I have the Ultimates and they have those paint. They have that paint. You know what I mean? Like they use that cheap ass shit. It's like dollar store paint. It's so bad. It's so bad. So I hope for you guys that they step it up and actually make good fucking figures. You know, they get the coolest names, they get all the shit you want, but then when you get it, it's not what you fucking saw in the render. So I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
So that guy needs to like change his factories or get somebody over there to supervise stuff, because what you see, what you pre-order is never what you get. Never.
And here's the thing. Once you start getting into, and you know, I always got to use my buddy, right? My co-host. Once you start delving into the world of O-ring Joes, like you better have your shit wired tight, because the old school, like the O-ring collectors, they will eat your fucking lunch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm worried that they're just gonna not be up there. The quality's not gonna be there. You know what I mean? Like,
do I want to see Raymar? Yeah. Do I want to see a Fatal Fluffy 2-pack with like maybe they got a little cute one that has no articulation, like Snarf from the Thundercats?
He got me on the reaction shit at first, you know, with Canuck and like, you know, doing Raven and like he would always just throw a fucking curveball where you'd be like, that's so cool. But then this is going up. I'm not doing this price. Like when I bought a reaction figure for $10, it was fine. I'm not buying one for $10. You're fine. No, that's crazy.
Yeah. Hold still for a second. There you go. Frost Mirage, do we think that Pursuit of Cobra line will be done in classified form at some point, or is that a pipe dream?
I think they're gonna, over time, they're gonna do. Like, I think we're even gonna get Resolute designs. Like, I don't doubt it. You know what I mean? Like, this thing is making them money and they're cranking it out. Like, how many fucking G.I. Joes came out? 70? Like, that's insane. Yeah, there were like 70 fucking releases if you like count, like, you know, the people who came in 2-packs and 3-packs. Like, it's crazy. And then, like, I don't even want to go back and count how many were repaints. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, if not even talking repaints, but if you just talk exclusives, at least half the line is exclusives, if not more.
Yeah.
That's what they need to get away from I understand, like,
Especially,
Amazon
like,
gets
with the
exclusive
eel.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they fucked the eel up completely. Do you see what
Why
that
make
thing
a
goes
fucking
for?
army builder an exclusive, dude?
Yeah, and it's not even that great. He's lanky. Like, I don't know if you saw the eel. Like,
Yeah,
he
I've seen it.
seems lanky. You know, his head, I don't know. There's something just, when you look at him, you know, I like the helmet, and I like how they did do a clear visor. So I'll give him that. But in the shoulders, he looks all wrong.
I mean, my comment to Frost Mirage would be Pursuit of Cobra is in the 118 scale, it's the pinnacle of GI Joe figures. The sculpting, the paint, the designs, the vac metalized, everything. Pursuit of Cobra on, perfect. Especially Pursuit of Cobra. That whole line is bulletproof. I would like to see that happen, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, they might bust the molds out. You never know. You never
And then,
know.
Willie says these two look like solid people to share brewskis and accessories with. I don't like that other word, but yeah, I'll just do that. Yeah.
No, I
Tony,
saved the farts for my wife.
Yeah. Yeah. Tony's here. What's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Thanks for
What
being
is
here.
up, sir?
Speaking of good people, Ted Darklaw from Hella Dope
Mr.
Toys.
Darklaw, how are you, sir?
Ted, I really appreciated your little heartfelt apology on Sunday night, which was completely unnecessary. I love you, dude. You're one of the best out there. So.
What happened?
Oh, he said that he owed me an apology about a like a care package he was going to send me, and I was like, no, dude. Like, A, I totally forgot about it. B, it's a care package. It's not to be expected. It's not like I paid for it. So
exactly,
it just shows that Ted's a genuine dude. So. Masterson says, wait a freaking minute. You are enlisted. She's an officer. Yeah, buddy. You know what's up. So the army just does whatever, huh? Actually, no, there's a funny story, and you and I can discuss that at DFW Joe Show with the ma'am if you'd like to. We can have that conversation, but it involves a couple of general officer memorandums for record in our permanent files. Yeah. Anyway, that's not toy talk. we can discuss Army regulations later. Chad, I thought U.S. military call all females ma'ams like males get sir, you know. Yeah, we call female officers ma'am, but she's the ma'am because she's the only female officer in the infantry. Yeah. Our battalion has other female officers, but none of them wear blue cords. So when you see the ma'am in her class A's and she's the only female wearing a blue cord with cross rifles, she's a freaking badass. Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah. So Raw Talk Redeal says barbarian. Tony says barbarian.
Fuck yeah. I mean, there's not even.
Destroyer was too campy.
I love it though when he fucking punches the fucking camel again, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I punched you before." I love it. I love it. Then he just fucking punches the fuck out.
Now there were some campy parts, like when he's fighting weird
the whole
V wizard guy with the ears, and he spins him around. He's like, whatever.
I'm on the merry-go-round. Yeah.
Kiwi's here and says, "Good day. How's it going? Good. How are you
doing?
my friend? It's good to see you." Yeah. Roman Graham, 3 of the 505th PR, 83rd Airborne Division, 11 Bravo. Hell yeah.
Damn, nice, Chad. That looks like mush to me.
This I can't agree with more. They should have done King Conan.
Yeah, they fucked up. But you know what? Movies are so fucking terrible right now. Like, they probably would have just ruined it anyway. I would rather just keep that legacy intact because they already destroyed Star Wars. They just wreck everything.
And Indy, all of it. Just stop touching it. But at the same time, when this guy comes out of, acting retirement because of politics, he goes back to Terminator. No, dude, go back to Conan.
Yeah.
But yeah, it may have sucked.
Agreed.
Collecting Havoc is late to the party, but that's cool, man, because we're still trucking.
How are you?
Still going.
John's another toy hunter. He's great.
Very cool. Oh, yeah, there you go. Red Sonja.
Oh yeah, that's the third Conan movie. I mean, he's called
He's
Paladin.
just not named Conan, but
Yeah.
he's Conan.
Yeah, he's fucking Conan. Red Sonja just drops the ball everywhere. He just yeah shows up, beats up that underwater monster. Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
Forget it. I love that movie.
100% agreed.
Yeah.
Are we pro or against Cobra? La, 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 la.
You guys are gonna hate me. I like Cobra Law. It doesn't bother me. It's just another goofy thing in G.I. Joe. You take it or you don't take it. But I like it. I mean, the history of it and the idea of it is stupid. Whatever. I like the way the figures look. I can disregard the story.
Whatever. I think there's a lot of great stuff in that animated movie. There's a
Oh,
lot of
hell yeah.
really high quality stuff in that movie. Cobra Law, it's just, to me, it's just there. It's like
I
radishes.
take it or leave it.
I don't eat radishes, but they're there.
Yes. Exactly.
And so I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah. And
Now, the Royal Guard from Cobra Law, that figure design is amazing.
yes.
I love the sculpt of that figure.
Yes, I like the texture of that figure. Like it has an interesting texture on it that like no other figure has on it.
And I like the mask.
The collar. I love the collar too. Yeah, that dynamite figure. But then you get Nemesis Enforcer and you're like, where's his wings? It's like this floppy little fucking bat thing.
And then Kiwi says, I like the chick in Cobra Law. So yeah.
Oh,
Pythona.
what was that? Pythona or something? Yeah. Yeah. I'd love to see a classified
The way she
figure
breaks
that.
into that terror drone,
Oh, she just cuts it open, throws the face hugger.
all the Crimson Guard, she's like, take this, son.
Yeah, that the opening to that movie is fantastic. Like,
And
you
the
just get-
intro when you see Hawk firing his XMLR 14 laser rifle, you see shells ejecting from it. So
that
one,
is true. And he's
why are
like,
you ejecting brass
Yeah.
out of a laser weapon? And two, it's also the only time that you ever see shell casings discharge out of a weapon in G.I. Joe. And I love it for that.
That's some cool trivia. I never even thought of that. But yeah, as soon as you said it, I was like, yeah, they were shell casings.
Yep.
It is a fucking blue laser.
And then Rasta Fabian's asking, does anyone listen to Word Burglar?
Never even heard of it.
Yeah, Word Burglar. They did some stuff with Skeletron, and he does like G.I. Joe, I guess, like raps. Yeah, you can check it out.
That Skeletron is ridiculous. Whatever that thing is, man. I missed it. I missed the
Robo
vote like a million
Mustang?
years ago, but when I saw that,
Well,
I was like, oh my god.
I have the original RoboSkull. I had to put it up here, even though it's like mostly blocked from my head half the time.
Oh yeah, you gotta move that over. That thing is fucking awesome.
Just gotta sit like this. Yeah. So look at all my.
Oh,
that's not even all my Action Force, but
That's
yeah,
the
I
flex.
put a smattering of everything. I had to put a couple of his tanks.
Oh
Gotta
yeah.
do that. Yeah. What about Ice Cream Soldier? I like the sculpt. I like the sculpt of Ice Cream Soldier. I will say, absolutely.
I don't even know it, honestly.
No,
No, I
I'll
don't
send
know
you a
that
picture
one.
later.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
He was a flamethrower trooper. He is like orange and yellow with some black unifying elements.
Okay,
and
what
he's
year
called-
was he out?
94.
That's why I don't know.
And he's called Ice Cream Soldier as a flamethrower trooper because he really
that
likes
is
ice
awesome. That is awesome.
The sculpt is fantastic. If you repaint an Ice Cream Soldier like green, gray, black, or some kind of like a desert brownish, amazing.
Send me a picture.
I will. I definitely will.
I definitely want to see that.
And then Payne's Toy Samples, thanks, buddy, sends a $2 super chat and says it's for, because he probably wants me to say it, but it's for coffee. So thank you.
I love coffee.
Oh, God, me too, right? All day. All day
Mhm.
long.
Yeah, I just pot. Love
White
it.
Vegeta, would you be down for any of the G.I. Joe Extreme to be made into classified?
I would be. I'm down with anything as long as they, make it cool and it's fun and but they got a lot of people to do yet. You know what I mean? Like we've just basically started. So
I don't know where he is. I have one G.I. Joe Extreme figure because he came with a really cool like anti-aircraft set that I really like.
yeah, we get them at the store a lot in package because nobody ever, like, they were bought because people thought they were going to get money, and then they come to the store and we give them like $1. We're just like, I can't even sell this for $5 but
here's a good question for you. Who is your favorite Joe character?
For pure aesthetic, I gotta look. Bazooka.
Really?
I love Bazooka.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about Cobra?
Cobra, we would definitely be Firefly. I'm a big Firefly fan.
Firefly.
Always just a cool character in the comics, cartoon. Always just dug him.
Yeah.
Ray Stevenson just destroyed him, but whatever.
But again, it really wasn't Ray Stevenson's fault.
No, not at all. Not at all. And he was perfectly cast and they ruined it. So whatever.
I will.
I loved Rome. So Ray Stevenson was amazing to me. I loved the guy. He was great in that show. And I loved him in that. Like, I even bought him as the Punisher. And I was like,
yeah. And then right after Thomas Jane too, you're like,
yeah, weird switch up in a weird fucking movie. So, yeah.
And then Michael Flores, what are the girl figures you use?
Yes, they're TBL League bodies. They're just, you could buy them on eBay. Just type in TBL League as one word together and you'll find them. Or just look through my comments. People ask me every fucking video what they are. I do not recommend them. They're just for sheer aesthetic. That's it. Like, they don't articulate well. Like, they suck. Don't buy them unless you're just putting them off to the side to look pretty. That's it.
Hal Jordan's here and says, "What's up, Chad and Jerk? What's up, chat family? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here." And I'm just cruising through. I'm just pulling out questions and things like that.
Oh yeah.
But it's always good because we always get our fair share of questions. Roman is asking, what do you think about loose collectors?
They make incredible stuff that is way too expensive. So they need to get those prices under fucking control. Because $75 for a toy is a bare thing, canned on its own. Not really worth it to me. You know what I mean? Like, I work at a comic book store, so I get all my shit at cost. So I'm not paying retail on stuff. So I will try new things out here and there, but even my cost, what it costs a store to get that in is beyond absurd. Like, the retailer makes no money and the customer gets jacked for $85. So for something that's as much plastic as a Marvel Legend, you know. But the sculpting is beautiful. He makes great stuff. It's too much money.
Oh, I really like this comment. Raw Talk Real Deal says, honestly, I love all G.I. Joe everything. It's the greatest toy, comic, movie, cartoon brand ever.
I love it. I can't say it's the greatest property ever made, but I do love it. And it is definitely in my top 5. Definitely. Like, my childhood was spent watching every episode of G.I. Joe 1,000 times. So
it's just one of those things. Like, you know, I was born in 74, so I am 100% squarely in that young, impressionable kids who grew up with Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, Star Wars. My mother gave me a newspaper clipping. I don't know where it is. I'm sure it's somewhere in like a folder of me, her, and my brother standing in line for Star Wars. And it was 1978 because everybody,
so
you know, Star Wars came out in 77, but it re-released over.
Yeah, they
played
that shit forever, man.
Yeah.
That was in the theater forever back then.
Yeah. And I just, you know, I grew up. I don't want to say I grew up, but initially I was a Star Wars kid. I had Adventure People stuff, and then I got into Star Wars, and then 81 I got into Masters, you know, and I dabbled with some stuff. But once Joe hit in 82, I mean, that was it. Like, Joe shaped my whole life. It's why I joined the military. So Can I say that I love everything, Joe? No, but do I love like Joe the most?
The core.
Absolutely.
Mhm. Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%. Kel sends a $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Kel. And says, when I was 12, a friend traded my Alley Viper for what he called Global Commander. I learned it was a Leonard the Core. No.
Son of a bitch.
Klinger head. You mean Klinger from MASH?
And then
Oh,
that boy
that's
became a
terrible.
used car salesman.
Well, thank you for the super chat and that horribly sad story. But,
Oh,
yeah, thank you very much.
hopefully a piano fell on that guy.
Mr. Madgus, what's up, dude? Good to see you. It says, hey, Joe Jerk, where the big booty dolls at?
They're over in the set.
They're just chilling.
Yeah, they in the set right now, and the set's like knocked over.
Yeah. And then Curbstomp says, I watched G.I. Joe Resolute today.
Oh,
And you watched Mega Force last night.
oh man, he got the header and a half. Yeah, I recently watched Resolute again. Holy fuck, so good.
I have to say that Resolute, we all know that Hasbro is G.I. Joe's worst enemy. Like G.I. Joe could be doing amazing, and Hasbro's like, just kill it.
Yeah,
You know,
we're
and-
done.
and they'll
we
kill
got a Star Wars license.
94 was an amazing year, and they're like, just kill it, give it to the dudes in Cincinnati not doing anything, and then they come up with G.I. Joe Extreme. You know, Resolute came out. It was a resounding success with critics and fans and the whole 9 yards, and launched some really great figures, and then nothing. They never followed up on it. They just let it go.
Yeah, hopefully they don't fucking mismanage it this time, but I'm not holding my breath. Especially when there's stocks in the toilet.
You know, they lost 54% of their value.
How the fuck do you do that? I mean, they own Magic the Gathering. Now, I work at a comic book store. You couldn't fuck that up, and they did. And now we're losing people to fucking online because they put out too much product and people are sick of it. You know, so total mismanagement.
Yeah, I don't know. It sucks. What's up, Skydro Walker? Good to see you.
What's up?
It's one of those things like I love Hasbro products.
Yeah.
Always have since I was a kid. You know, Transformers, Joe, blah, 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 blah.
Agreed. And they were always top for me. You know, I loved it better than he loved it better, you know.
Yeah. But it's such a dysfunctional domestic violence kind of thing. Where
Fucking
I love
totally
you, but I don't want to come home to you, you know, because you just piss me off. Like, I don't
It's
know.
like, oh, you made me money, but I'm okay on money now. So I'll see you when I need money again.
Your relationship with Hasbro is like you give them money and they're like, look what you made me do.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
I ran this thing into the toilet.
Just take my money, and they're like,
Yeah. Fuck.
cook me dinner. Yeah, it's just kind of one of those things. I don't know.
Yeah.
Going back to the questions, Darkest Cloister, why would you not eat a radish? Because I don't like radishes. I'm not a Fraggle. I don't know. It's just not my thing.
I only like them diced up in salad.
I don't like them
That's
at all.
They got to be razor thin.
But again, I don't have to like Dino Hunters, right? So it
Exactly.
It applies. Do I love Joe? Yes. Do I own that weird squeaky toy dinosaur? Nope.
Nope.
Hal Jordan asks, where does the Joe movie fit into the A Real American Hero timeline? It doesn't.
Mm-mm.
It fits into the Sunbow timeline. And
Yeah.
that's it.
Doesn't the Deke show kind of address it where they turn Cobra Commander back into, you know, he's in like that pressure suit thing.
Yeah.
And that's where Viper X comes in as like second character and
Yeah, the Pythonizer Ray. Yeah, he uses it on him because he's a snake, and they use the Pythonizer Ray on him, and it reverts him back to a humanoid form, and then he puts the battle armor suit on. And then they use it on Serpentor. Yeah. So that's how Deke got rid of Serpentor.
Yeah, fucking bastards.
But see, if you talk about a real American hero timeline, how did they get rid of Serpentor, right? Zartan shot him through the eye.
Yeah.
And Mindbender just watched. He was like, damn. Just like took him out. But
Yeah.
have you been following the comics?
I actually bought them and I read issue 300 and I didn't read the last couple of, the IDW stuff because I'm not a big IDW as a company.
Right.
Really
I do like the Chuck Dixon IDW stuff.
I like the DDP stuff. When they got it and Image Comics got it and relaunched it, like, I really like that stuff. It was really good. There were really good stories there through stuff. But they started a American Hero. I'm giving that because I love Robert Kirkman's company, Skybound. I like what they do. The Void Rivals book that introduces the universe, like his side universe from the Real American Hero, is really interesting. So I would recommend checking Duke out. I would recommend checking out the Cobra Commander book. I read a preview of it. It was really interesting takes on this stuff. But as far as a Real American Hero, it's all over the place. Like, the art is really good in it, but the story goes from being very serious to very silly to very serious. And then as a new reader who doesn't kind of know what's going on, you're like, what the fuck are they doing with Serpentor? But I'll wait for Larry's grand plan. You know what I mean? I'm going to read it. So,
yeah.
And like I said, the artwork is phenomenal. Like,
I was gone for a while, and then I kind of came back to the comics. I'm like, who's this Serpentor Khan guy?
Yeah, that's
going
a
on here?
Big fucking question mark above my head. He looks badass with the hair and the mustache, but
yeah, I'm like,
he's a fucking zombie now. Like, it's really weird. So we'll see where it goes.
Mr. Wonderful's here. It's good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. And then Willie is asking, anyone remember those toys where their dinosaurs got all the tech things? Yeah, Dino Riders.
Yeah. Never had any, never was into it, but I've seen them. They're really cool. They are really cool.
Dino Riders. What's up, Jim Largo? Thanks for being here, buddy.
What's up, sir?
Good to see you. Yeah, he's the Dino Riders. Yep. Absolutely. Then Naugahyde ate Serpentor. Did that really happen?
Damn, that's some
in Operation
shit.
Dragonfire?
That's some straight cannibalism.
It's been a hot minute since I've seen it. I think I rewatched part of it.
Jeez.
I want to say like 2 years ago. So
yeah, I think I watched some of that episode like maybe a year ago on YouTube, and I was like, oh, there's a reason why I don't watch this Deke stuff. I was like, the animation got real loose and the story got a little weird.
But again, that's on Hasbro because
Sunbow 100%.
Sunbow Marvel Productions, they were ready to do season 3.
Yeah, they dumped them for the Canadian company.
Yeah, Hasbro's like, no, we want it for free. And then Deke's like, we'll do it.
Yeah.
and that's what you get, right?
I'll throw 50 cents at it.
Yeah. Oh, God, man. And even just like the voice work, I'm like,
Yeah, I remember watching it as a kid, but to revisit it now, I'm probably not going to.
Yeah.
I'll just keep it in the fond memory department.
Right. And, there's even stuff from the Sunbow, like when you watch like all of season 1 and season 2 and just let it play. If you're doing stuff and like you hear some weird crap going on, you look over like,
what the fuck am I watching?
I don't remember that. That's terrible. Yeah, but then there's some really, really good episodes too.
Yeah, I remember the Sergeant Slaughter stuff down the road with it and enjoying it as a kid. So,
Mr. Wonderful says, "I got the 118 itch, man. Joy Toy got me hooked,
dude. That stuff, those mechs and those figures are fucking beautiful.
And it's just giant mechs.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
They're not my thing, but like I see them come up for order at the store all the time, and I'm like, oh my god, these things are so awesome. If I collected that scale, like I would 100% be into those mechs. They're fucking
even like the mech bays, like the modular bays, like they're all plug and play. Like you can hook them all together, you can take them apart, you can make new bays out of them.
And they're so well thought out,
and they're
detail.
cheap. Yeah, cheap too.
Yeah, if you like those, talk to me later because I can get those really, really cheap.
I love them. I've got a few of them.
Yeah, we could probably get you a bunch of them cheap. So
because I like stuff. Raw Talk Real Deal says Zartan killed a lot of heavy hitters. Yeah, that's true. He did.
Well, that's why he's the fucking boss.
He's Zartan, yeah.
Yeah, that's why he runs the Dreadnoks.
Yep. Here's a question for you from Lilith. Who is your favorite figure in the original line? Do you feel Hasbro did it justice in Classified?
They have not made him yet, but there's a little green guy who looks like RoboCop.
Green RoboCop.
Yeah, I am so psyched for them to make him. This was the first vintage one I picked up, and I paid the money. I have all the parts. He's complete. He's beautiful. Like, he was kept immaculately. So, sci-fi.
He's one of the characters that I always discuss when talking about the Pursuit of Cobra line, because the sci-fi they did for that line is fantastic.
I got to see that one.
They dialed down the neon on him a little bit.
Chad's gone. No. Well, while he's doing that, let's.
Well, I had to dig him out here.
Oh, that is fucking awesome. That visor looks so cool.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then
I gotta see more of that line. We got like a collection of that of used figures, so they were open but complete. Oh, his fucking helmet comes off.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, there's no way they're gonna let a mold for that sit when they already have it.
Yeah, like, I love that figure. Even down to like look at the detail on. See all these little wires hanging off of him?
Oh, that is so cool.
Down his legs. He's so good.
Yeah, that's
they dialed down the neon. They made it a little more muted, and he's got like all these dings and scratches in his like torso armor.
I'm gonna look that shit up when we're done.
Yeah, dude, he's good, man.
Yeah, I was just at the counter, and we had him in the counter, and I was looking at the beachhead from that series, and I was like, Jesus, they even did like a separate turtleneck piece on him. I was like, that's incredible.
Oh yeah, that Pursuit of Cobra sci-fi is bulletproof.
Yeah, I gotta look at that one.
He even has like these nice little gold accents in his laser rifle. So freaking awesome.
Yeah, I'll have to check that.
Yeah, and yeah, Shane, you're right. There are two different helmets. So there's the one that's like the original, where it's the visor with his lower jaw exposed, and then there's a full face one.
Oh yeah, I gotta look
at the two helmets. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Impossible Pie. I didn't even know the Deke series existed.
You're better off. Pretend you didn't hear us talk about it.
See, and this is a valid point. I was going to bring this up too. Sci-Fi was supposed to be released in the beginning of Classified in the original aesthetic.
Oh.
Yeah. Because even in that Operation Blackout game, it shows the original artwork for what Sci-Fi was going to look like. And he was going to come with a little drone, and they actually gave that drone to
the drone would be
Firefly.
Yeah, I was going to say it should be the Cobra Island Firefly comes with the little flyy drone.
Yeah. So they gave the drone to somebody else, and yeah, Photo Viper 30th anniversary was the pinnacle of GI Joe Modern, 100%. Yep.
Yeah, I just don't see enough of that come through the store. So
Sci-Fi was one of those guys. Like again, when we're talking like 86 and that kind of stuff. Sci-Fi, low light, dial tone, like I love them. I love them.
Yeah, that whole like 3 years is fucking awesome.
Cannot go wrong.
Yeah, and those are the ones I always get stupid for when they come out. I'm always like, oh.
Kamoyo would be proud, yeah, because he has the Sci-Fi army. Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
And then here's a question from Mikey at JMK Custom Works. What are each of your favorite toy lines based on a movie?
Oh,
it's a good question.
Well, unfortunately, the line that I love the most from the movie is no longer being made. But the NECA alien stuff, if you look up at my top shelf, it is everything everything. I even have the Queen Alien. I have everything from that line. They knocked it out of the park, but NECA during the time period when that shit came out, everything breaks. Everything breaks. Like, so those figures
Shattered
sit
glass.
on the shelf. They do not get posed. They do not get fucked with. They just sit there and look beautiful.
Dollies, man.
But yeah, here, let me go grab oh fuck, he's not up there. God damn it. They made a bishop that's torn in half.
Oh,
So and he's just all goop, man. It's so nasty. But
that's rad.
incredibly expensive now, but go find them. They're awesome. They're like
Shane says something about the Laser Troopers. Flash was my first and favorite till Sci-Fi came out. Flash was my very first, Joe. And yeah, the Laser Troopers are just cool. They're just rad. Did I lose you? Looks like I lost you.
oh, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I hear you.
All right.
Hello. Lifeline. The Pursuit of Cobra Lifeline is a fantastic figure. Yeah. Four Feather says, I remember that Bishop figure.
Yeah. Feathers has been collecting forever. He knows.
I got that freaking Haya Aliens APC. I know I've talked about it before, and people are like, oh god, he's gonna talk about the fucking APC again. But
I know, you know, they put the Diamond Select version, like, because that's your main comic distributor.
Right.
They put that fucking thing on liquidation, ordered one, and they robbed me of it. They, like, somebody bought all of them and they can't everybody else's order on. But they make a battle damage version of it where there's, like, you know, some alien blood on it, and there's
the fire
thing. Yeah, fucking things. Yeah.
Hello.
Here. Hello.
Hi.
Sorry. It's like somebody in my house is streaming everything.
Yeah.
I'm over here.
I'm over here.
Yeah,
What's your name? That's awesome. So you owned a video store.
I did from like 2010 to 2015. I was stupid and opened a video store, but it was a lot of fun. I had a great fucking time.
Funny thing is, here's a question from Kev Jewel 100.
Oh, when you ask me my favorite movie, it's like,
favorite horror movie.
First Alien.
Really?
I mean, it's a no-brainer, man. That movie is just devastated me when I saw it at a young age. Like, it just, like,
Very
the thing with the egg fucked me up, man. I was like 5 or 6 when I saw that movie. I was like, and it's the tension. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the sheer horror that's going on. It's the tension that builds the movie stuff.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
That one just gets me. Plus, like, tell me another movie monster that looks as fucked up as that thing. Ooh.
Yeah, and that was really what got H.R. Giger into, like,
yeah, he wasn't anything.
No,
and if you look into the making of that,
I don't want to say pop culture, but as far as like the mainstream kind of conscious.
Yeah, I mean, that guy.
Alien.
You look into that guy, he's the most fucked up dude ever.
Oh yeah, Giger.
Yeah, he's horrible. He's a horrible human.
Here's a question for you. So in your video store, did you have an adult section?
Nope. Him and Bun selling for quite a bit of money. So, yeah, he's a great one. We used a bag porno movie, fucking off of them. But most of my business, I did the video, would be like, I'd buy all your movies, take out all the expensive stuff, list it on Amazon. That's how I made money. You know, and the store was just a place for me to hang out and display my toys and my movie posters.
Hell yeah.
Because I still worked a full-time job at the same time. It's just like, my store was literally a mile away from where I worked. So, you know, when you have a cool store, you get people who are like, oh, I'll work for credit. So I was like, okay, you're on a schedule. And if you don't get here, I'm going to yell at you. So
you were like Randall Graves from Clerks, right? You were next door at the video store.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love that. I loved it until it became a financial burden. Then me and my partner were just like, ran it as far as we could. But we like movie screenings at theaters of classic horror movies. Like we showed Predator, we showed Alien, we showed just craziest movies you could think of. So
that's awesome.
It was good. It was good.
Mr. Madgus says John Carpenter's The Thing. Speaking of
that is a great movie.
Oh, I'm a big fan of segues. So speaking of The Thing, what do you got there?
We have The Thing, dog, that we're probably going to open later. And this thing is just fucking disgusting. Look at all that shit in there.
Oh,
Try not to get the light on it. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, it's hard to not.
Yeah. But yes, we'll probably crack this sucker later. You can see it on the back.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah, I showed this to my wife and she's like, why the fuck did you buy that? You know how disturbing that is. I was like, but I like it.
In that part when the dog's like,
oh God, everything. Like when they're doing the Petri dish burn, like that is like one of the top 10 jump scares like ever, man. That
movie is so good.
Yeah, that's like a near perfect movie. Everything. Walt Disney, like everybody was fucking. Yes.
Here's the question: does Alien Resurrection have a toy line? Yeah.
Yes, they made a Ripley, and they made the stupid, like baby queen alien thing from the end.
Oh,
and that they got, and that thing terrible. Yeah, it's like happiness. It's like Sweden should be executed in such a foul movie.
James Lucas says, "Crack that sucker open, dude."
Just a thing in a little bit.
Yeah. Chip goes in the salsa. Shark's in the salsa. Our shark. Yeah.
You know what's funny?
Salsa shark.
I actually distantly related to Richard's. Crazy
to who?
Is that? Richard Dreyfuss. My grandmother is a Dreyfuss. Yeah, my grandmother's a Dreyfuss, and he's a cousin of my grandmother's somehow.
Awesome.
Which is fucking hilarious because I love that guy. He goes mental in so many movies.
It's a Saturday Night Live skit where they're all like auditioning for Star Wars. He's like, "Damn it, I'm Richard Dreyfuss." What's up, Will? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna open this.
Hell yeah!
This is from my good friend Gaz, and because I got the SAS Panther, but I didn't have the driver, which is Stalker, aka Snake Eyes. So he sent me a minty Action Force SAS Stalker. And there he is.
Oh, look at his mask. Is that all gray in there?
Yeah.
Oh, that is so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I didn't have the original O-ring Stalker. So what I did was I kit bashed one of the Walmart retro Snake Eyes with the Resolute Snake Eyes, and I made a modern Stalker.
Oh, that is fucking cool.
So I made this modern Stalker, and now I have
the original. I love that Bobo body on the original. That thing's so awesome.
Oh, yeah. It's good. It's great. And he's in great shape.
It looks fucking really nice. Usually when I see those things come out at the store, they're like swimming. They're like,
well, and even his accessories are gray. So you see the satchel charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yep.
Learn something new every day.
Yep. So I got the Uzi and the satchel charge, and now I have to hold my breath when I put this in his hand so the thumb doesn't explode.
Stay on, thumb, stay on.
I'm afraid to push it. I'm barely in there.
It's like I bought in October, dude. And his legs, I bought him in a bag, and his crotch just flew off and like right in my forehead. I was like, "Fuck!"
No, Forehead
And you know what it
crotch.
was? The guy redid the O-ring and he put too tight of an O-ring, so all the pressure went into the crotch. And as soon as I moved a leg, flew right out.
Yep.
And then the carpet monster's got it. Because if you see the carpet down here, it's fucking his crotch color. You're screaming.
Carpet monster.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone.
Stupid crotch carpet.
Oh, the fucking cats will get it. You know what I mean? Once they just make their rounds in here, it'll be batted into like, you know, the next room and gone.
Yeah. All right, you ready? I did it.
Nice. Awesome.
Very cool. So now I got that Action Force SAS Stalker, aka Snake Eyes.
Very nice.
Yeah, Samuel Edwards says that looks like Snake Eyes, not Stalker. It is Snake Eyes, but it's not. It's Stalker. So that's like in Action Force, Stalker was Jammer, Snake Eyes was Stalker, Scarlet was Quarrel, on and on and on. Gung Ho was Gaucho, etc., etc. Crotch carpet.
Gone. Gone.
What else we got? Let's see. Oh, Action Force Stalker rocks. Yeah, 100%. Okay. Very nice Snake Eyes. Thank you, but it's Stalker. I appreciate it. Not Snake Eyes, it's Stalker.
It's Stalker, god damn it.
Snake Eyes, he actually had no paint apps, and Stalker has a gray face, thank you, and gray accessories on his body. Samuel says, I'm still loopy from my nap.
It's okay. I'm loopy in life.
Here you go. How do you rank the Hiss versus the others like Galactus, Sentinel, Sky Striker, Unicron, etc.? So talking about HasLabs.
All right. I
Okay.
got the Galactus because somebody brought it into the store and sold it. I did not back it. But you know, for the price I paid for it, it was worth it. Would I have backed that one? Not at all. But it's of great quality, just like the Hiss tank. Like, honestly, I have nothing to bitch about, like, with the Hiss tank, other than the Cobra Commander. Like, when he came out of the card, his head had 2 pinch lines. So it's good quality. And honestly, fucking Hiss tank all the way. I mean, the thing's perfect. You know, like, the scale is right. It's not supposed to be gigantic. It's supposed to be fast and small, you know. So, perfect.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
It's a
I hate what
high-speed sentry.
like,
It's not a tank.
Yeah. It's supposed to be small, fast, and shoot shit. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
That's why it has twin cannons. It doesn't have like 120 or 125 millimeter smoothbore main gun. It's not a tank.
Yeah.
It's just a tracked vehicle that's high
Yeah.
speed. That's it. And it's armored.
Yeah. And honestly, like, it's great. It's fun. It takes up a ton of room. It takes up a shitload of space, but it's awesome.
Thanks,
So-
buddy. I appreciate it.
That's what I said. It looks great.
I'm glad to hear that Hiss tank didn't have, I don't want to say all of, but it didn't have QC issues like we've seen on some of the others.
Yeah, but
Because
here's the
even
thing.
though I don't buy
get-
this shit, I still would have been mad for people.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I get the Hiss. It's great. I get the 788 Fire Team, and they're made like junk. Like, those figures are made like junk. Like, I even said it in my review. They're just slapped together as fast as possible. They're gooey. They're gummy. They're like, one of their hips is wrong. Like, the diaper is like up too high in the plastic, so his hips stick out weird. Like, yeah.
That
So
sucks.
you get this full tank, and then $90 box set that's a piece of shit with reused parts. But I love the color scheme, so you know it is what it is. The paint's great, but the figures are made like shit. So,
Right.
so
And
you're gonna like on the big items, they're gonna do them right because they know you'll lose your mind. But on the littler things, they'll try to slip it past you as much as they can. And
Well, that
was
Sentinel
one of
had those fucked up knees and hips.
Yeah. The hips are the worst. That's the worst part of it. It's just like, come on, guys. Like, you've made this mold like 7 times already. How couldn't you perfect it by now?
Yeah.
So,
Cube 2,
yeah, a
what's
little
up?
disappointing.
Good to see you
How
here,
you
brother.
doing?
Thanks for being here. Rasta Fabian's got to go. Burn some meat on the queue. Well, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here.
Have a good night.
Impossible Pie said, I heard the seatbelt was an issue on the HasLab Hiss.
Now, the top
I
of
had
it,
seen like 2 posts about seatbelts.
it's just like anything. It's a small piece of plastic, and if you manhandle the shit, you're gonna break it. But honestly, you could see in my video, all in one take. I shut the thing and push it in with my thumb, and it stayed. So,
There you go.
you know, and honestly, I even said in my video, this driver's going in, and he's never coming out. So he hasn't come out. You know, he's a
That's
boring
what she said.
figure. The His tank driver's a boring figure. He belongs in the vehicle. You know what I mean? So that's where
It's
he's
the His
staying
tank.
forever.
The Canuck just popping in for a moment. We'll watch on replay tomorrow. Love you, brother. Thanks for being here, my friend.
Thank
Appreciate
you
you very much.
for being here.
Replay squad. Love it. V Conley, are you still here? Hello? 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 I need to know if V Conley's still here. And then Willie says, what are your favorite random figures like NECA Alf?
Oh God, yeah. The NECA Alf was incredible. That thing's a home run. 100%. And the ETs. Like the ETs are a home run. Like they're fucking hilarious, man. I kit bashed the fucking ET to look like a G.I. Joe. I put a Mr. T suit on him. I put like the Vala gear on him. I put like a Vala rifle. Like here, let me grab him.
Please do.
Oh, come on. Where the fuck is he? I just redid my set, so
It's all good.
where he is. Oh, here he is. Oop. Sorry if you here he is.
Hold on. Oh my Lord, that's awesome.
Yeah. So he's got classified parts on him. He's got Valaverse.
Yeah,
parts
he's got
on him.
Stalker Shemon.
Yeah, look, he's got the Vipers freaking arm guards.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So look for him in my set. He's been there forever.
Hell yeah. I always like that aesthetic of the Vipers with the bracers on their arms because it looks like they're really going to get in close and you're going to have some kind of like a edged weapon fight to the death.
I love that shit.
Really appreciated them.
I did take him off the Officer though, and it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like I just wanted to make him look a little different, but the Viper Officer, if you take those off, he looks really cool.
V Conley, we are going to open your care package.
Ooh.
And here's a good question from Frostbite's G.I. Joe Repro. From working in a nerdy shop, do you see collector habits or attitudes you don't like?
No, because here's the thing. Everybody has gigantic balls when they have a keyboard and a monitor in front of them. But when you're actually face to face with people and communicating, you don't get any of that.
No.
Like I rarely, and I've worked at a comic book store for like 23 years. It's rare if you get a dickhead in there that's like unmanageable. Like it's so rare. So
even at cons, all these people in like these Joe groups and toy groups who act like they're, Tuffy Tuffington the Third or, William the Badass. And then you see them at these cons and they're like, hey, what's up, dude? And you're like,
didn't you talk shit?
Did you call me a racist because I didn't like the Snake Eyes movie? Are you gonna come over here and say that with an arm's reach? You dumb fuck. No, you won't. You're not gonna do that.
Everybody's tough when they keyboard it.
Yeah. But face to face, people are like, oh yeah, we're at a con, everybody's cool. It's kumbaya, we're having a good time. And I'm like, just go do it over there because you're just gonna fucking stab me in the back.
Yeah. But no, store life's great, man. People are generally really good people in real life.
Cool. All right. So let's open some stuff.
Ooh, what'd you get from Amazon?
I didn't get this from Amazon. I got this from B. Conley and his lovely wife. And they sent me, look at this, dude.
Ooh.
Like, it is no doubt.
Oh, that's chock full of fun.
Like gifts.
I'm just going to watch you, man. You got so much shit to open. You got to.
Sure, we can open stuff together.
I want to see what you got. That shit's
Ebony and Ivory.
I want to see your stuff. I'll open some stuff in a bit, but like
Collecting
nobody wants
Havoc.
to see me open a Street Fighter toy.
Sure,
they
I
want to
do.
see Joe's. They want to see Joe's.
Tuffy Tuffington III, someone make a custom of him now. Yeah. You need Tuffy Tuffington III and Steve the intern. All right. So got a card from the Conleys with their return address. Thank you for that. Because I was going to steal it off the box. But they sent us a card that I'm going to really try to open.
That's so nice.
Oh,
I don't put my
so
address
sweet.
out there. I'm so scared what people would fucking send me because I'm just.
Oh,
so
I mean,
odd.
like if somebody hits me up on like Instagram and they're like, "Hey, what's your address?" and I'm like, "Just don't send me dog shit." Like, and we're cool.
Yeah, see, look in my description. I say it's coming soon. You can mail me crap, but not real feces. So
Yeah. Just don't send me the poopy.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a PO box
that card.
eventually. Oh, that's so nice.
That's a great Christmas card.
That's really nice.
Dear Chad, thank you so much for helping make Valicon, aka Joe Fest, such a kick-ass time for Samantha and myself. For it to be both of our first time at a convention, we really enjoyed meeting such cool people. I am honored to have shared not just a great conversation, but experience one of the most genuine moments at the con. Your channel has continued to elevate and highlight the good in the adventures of toy collecting. Here are a few things we've picked up with you in mind. Thank you for your kindness, and we can't wait for the next meetup. Thank you, and Merry Christmas to you and the ma'am and your family. Thank you both very much.
That's so nice.
And written.
That's so nice.
All right. Man, here we go.
See what you got.
Man, this is like, I got to say, V. Conley, he and his wife, I was at breakfast with some friends, and I got up to throw our trash away, and he walked up to me. Yeah, do it, dude.
Oh, I am. I can't leave this thing in the box. I'm just showing everybody how cool this.
We got to do it together, right?
Yes.
We're crossing streams.
Yeah, exactly.
He walked up to me and he was like, "Oh, hey, I watch your channel." And I was like, "Oh, dude, that's cool." And then like we had a really nice conversation. He was the very first person to ever do that.
That's so nice.
I got some stickers.
Ooh.
I love stickers. I put them all over everything. Thank you so much.
God damn it, I need a knife. I will be right back.
Oh, look at that. Solid snake, baby. Yeah. I love. Welders can do it in all positions. Is that a Storm Street Fighter?
That not. This is the what the exclusive. That it's the dark. So basically, the same figure. I think you get some. These little posts are new.
Get it. Open that shit. Masterson 42 with a $2 super chat. Typical fashion, Chad opening Christmas gift late. I'm sorry.
Oh, son of a bitch.
It is what it is. I just got this not that long ago, like a couple of days ago, and I told them that I would open them in a fashion deserving of their gift to me.
Yeah, and there's no better way to do it than live. Hey, that's my brother right there.
Very cool. Good to
Hey,
see you.
Buggo.
Oh, I can
What's
smell
up
my
there,
wife's
buddy?
cooking. I can smell dinner. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, these are my favorite. I freaking love these. Final Faction Arrow ATV. I love the Final Faction stuff. It is so G.I. Joe.
That's awesome.
So rad.
That's the stuff at Dollar Tree, right? Like that stuff's so cool. Yeah. I've seen people make dials out of all those parts, man. Those are like the best kit bashing parts.
Oh, they're so good.
Jesus, this thing has so many.
Yeah. To be fair, Masterson, we did send it late, and then he says BS.
Let's take
Oh, dude, that looks good.
Yeah, Jada's really knocking this shit out, man. Like, the figures are so quality. And honestly, from a retailer perspective, these things cost us nothing. We actually make a lot of money off these. So Jada's great at the part where you're like, they actually have retailers room to make on this shit. I can tell you right, retailers do not make money off new toys, dude.
Yeah.
I can tell you that right away. Like, they do not. Like, we do not. We get charged out the ass for that product. So, but yeah, this is fucking dope. And speaking of that, they made Universal Monsters, and this is brand new, and I have never seen it in a store, and I ordered it. But this is a Jada fucking Bela Lugosi Dracula.
Oh, dude, that's rad.
And this thing was only $24.99, and it came with a soft goods cloak, extra head, like 5 different sets of hands. Like, people talk about this as being amazing. This is fucking incredible, and I don't know why I haven't seen these in stores yet, but it shipped into the comic book stores. So
very cool.
Look out for these. These are awesome.
Yeah. Ratface44 says, have a great night, Chad, Yojo Jerk, and everyone will watch the rest of the stream tomorrow. Thanks for being here, brother.
You,
and have a great night. And then there was something else I wanted to highlight.
God damn, they tape like all this shit in there.
Where is it? Oh, here it is. Anthony Whitehead said, V. Conley can cut a rug. Yes.
Hell
the dancing machine, 100%. I don't know how I did this. Like, I highlighted a thing and I can't get rid of it.
Couldn't tell you.
Whatever.
Hey, brother. I know nothing about this shit.
And then they sent me this cool lanyard with snake eyes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Card, and I love lanyards. I hang them all over the place.
I have like 1,000 of them from every comic book show I've done. I have like just a mountain of them.
Love them.
Oh, holy shit. Look, signs actually has a breakaway effect. Look at that. It actually falls apart and then goes back together. How fucking cool is that shit?
Dude, look at this. I'm blown away by all of this. Like, this is ridiculous. All right, I'm just gonna make some noise. Here we go. I'm gonna rat fuck this bag. Ready, go. Oh,
that's some
no
bubble
way. Oh, I know what this is. I swore this was a shirt. Because when I held up the bag, it looks like it's like a hoodie or something. No, look at.
Oh, that's a lot of bubble wrap. Something special's in there.
I love this vehicle. I love. I'm just going to throw all this crap all over the floor. I love this thing. There you go. Right?
Oh, my God. Dude, we just got one of those in.
No, that was me. I did that. I did that. It happens. I'm rolling over the bubble wrap too. It's like, oh, dude, that's so rad. So rad.
Yeah.
Driver.
Oh, you drive.
This thing's in perfect condition.
Looks like all the missiles too.
It does. And like, it's not even grade. Like, this is perfect condition.
I can even see how clear the fucking canopy is from here.
I know, right? Damn. Look at how clean that thing is.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Thank you guys so much for that.
That's so cool.
I'm trashing my Joe room. And that's cool because, yay.
I do it every time I make a review. Oh, yeah. This place looks like the Tasmanian devil went through. Like, if you could see the floor that's not on camera, you'd be like, oh my God, this fucking guy.
Gonzo with a $5 super chat. Thank you, buddy. And says, hell yeah, I've been waiting for this awesome duo. Cheers, gentlemen.
Oh, thank you.
Cheers to you, my friend. Thank you. Dude, look at
Oh, baked goods.
Oh, yes. I can't wait to eat these.
Yeah, dude, people bring us cookies at the door every holiday, man. And it's like, oh, I gotta know no more.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Zaymont says, what's up, y'all? Sorry I was napping. How's everybody doing?
We doing great.
We're opening some stuff.
Yeah, we are. I got a titty lady right here, guys.
Oh, yeah, Elvira.
Yeah, I didn't open this, but I found this one. So I think this is, which one is it? The red, light, and blue. So we'll check this out. This should be easier to open.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just
Oh,
make
and then
sure.
Woodman29 says, YOJOE Jerk, I just subbed.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. I appreciate
everybody
it.
hanging out. If you're not subbed to him, please, like, all the links are in the description. Go sub to my man.
I'm crazy, though. Just be warned, it isn't like what you're used to seeing.
Fun, though. It's good.
Oh, I'm never going to change, dude. If I got 3 people watching my channel, I'm never fucking changing.
And then Willie is asking, what is the extra articulation that you believe all figures should start adding? It's a good question.
See, I'm not a crazy articulation guy, but let's see if we got a figure that has one. I would like to see G.I. Joe Classified get these kind of butterfly joints in the back, where we could get the arms back a little bit further. That would be kind of nice. But other than that, I think the articulation on Classified is fine. Like, you really don't need much more, and anything else can just, they could just steal it from Marvel Legends. But like, that would be my articulation point if I had one.
Gotcha. Cobra Saboteur, Chad, what would be the worst to send you as a gift? An actual bag of crap or a classified falcon? I've actually gone through 2 classified falcons in this household, and I think
he's so shitty. Why even buy one? He's so shitty. Like, well, dude, when that came out, I was like, thank you, Jesus, for making a shitty action figure that I could make fun of.
I got it for my friend Jay Bartlett because he lives in Canada. He has a hard time finding stuff. Yeah. But when I got it, he's like, dude, you got to do a car rant on him before you send him to me. And so I opened it. I did a car rant. That package got lost.
I got to watch
I bought another one and I sent it to him.
I got to watch that. Yeah, I'm going to go back and watch you trash that.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I literally, like, I'm holding it and I just chuck it across my car.
I trash that figure every chance I get. I just put him into the fucking stupid intros as an idiot. I put him everywhere I can as an idiot.
Dude, it's funny because remember I was just talking about those U.S. Army stats? Look at
that's so
I love
cool.
I love that. And then like so these kind of little like displays, I set them up everywhere.
Yeah, even just the vehicle is fucking awesome.
Oh yeah. Yeah. U.S. Army MRAP, absolutely.
Yeah, I've seen those lines like at Ross sometimes, and I'm just like, so cool that I can make that class for that much money. Like, so cool.
Yeah. Zaymont says, I know I'm in the minority here, but I'd love it if they took away most of the midsection cut, like the ab crunch thing.
It looks like doing away with that with weird thing that they have a bazooka. If you look at the Duke, he has that weird diaphragm thing that isn't a click crunch. Here, let me do it. I'll show you.
Okay. Well, Zaymont, I don't collect 6-inch stuff, so I want to see more like shin, like that boot high articulation on 4-inch figures. I like seeing that. I like, wrist and forearm. I would like to kind of see that. Oh,
so
yeah.
This is the cut I'm talking about. This is what they're going to go to. That's what the Duke looks like, as opposed to
the actual
that big old
right angle
crappy crunch. Looks really bad crunch. So
that
I could appreciate this a little better.
Yeah, that's the same thing as like the modern figures. So I'll grab my red laser, right? The 4-inch red laser. That's the same. Yeah, it's the same chest. Yeah,
it's way better. I like the cuts better like that. Like the other one's too Marvel Legend-y, and that works on like a muscle body in a uniform. That doesn't work for like shirts and shit. It just looks weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. Well, to V Conley and Samantha, I can't thank you guys enough for this care package. It was so wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's really nice, man.
Dude, I love it all. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, that's I you know, I mean they know what I'm into, so yeah, it's cool. Yeah, Zaymot says I'm strictly 118. Eagle Force and Marauders are perfectly fine for me, but the double elbows are starting to creep in. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the, like, when you bend an elbow, it's supposed to be like come to a point. It's not supposed to do this weird thing.
Yeah, sandwich with like
that
a
double
big combo
butterfly.
hanging out.
You have like arm, weird piece of plastic, that funky elbow thing, weird piece of plastic, and it shouldn't be like two right angles.
Yeah, the funky chunky. Yeah,
that's
I'm not
what
a
your
fan
arm
of
looks like when you disconnect it. You know.
yeah, exactly.
I'm glad that people are happy with their 6-inch stuff, and to me, granted, because it's just an opinion, it's just through my lens. Through my lens, anatomically, they look like shit. And that's just me.
I can see, but you know, when I look at older, 25th anniversary ones, I'm like, their arms feel lanky, So it's just your perspective on it, and that's the beauty. They make so much shit, we all can love it, There's such little nooks and crannies to this. You could just be happy with whatever. It's awesome.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That's
cool. Well, all right. We opened some dollies. We had some fun. What's next coming up for you? What do you got?
Just more videos.
More crazy yelling?
I'm gonna now, just so the audience can know who I am. You know what I mean? I just stayed in the shadows. So it'd be nice for people to actually know who I am, like really, and know I'm not completely insane.
No, you're not. No.
So that's the nice thing. You can actually see who I am. We can talk and have fun. You know what I mean? I've been doing this forever. I deal with this kind of crowd every day, man. I've worked at a comic book store for 20 years. This is what I talk about every day, Well,
you definitely got to come back and hang out with me some more, because
whenever, man. Fuck
I know
yeah.
there's a million more things that we could discuss.
Yeah, because this is my Friday night, man. I could go forever. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for having me on. It was awesome.
Thanks for coming, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at this. Blue Serendipity with a $20 super chat. Good Lord.
Go get yourself a cheeseburger.
Get yourself 2 cheeseburgers.
2 double cheese.
So kind to do this. We look forward to your live stream so much. I don't even collect Joes like so many do, but I love your authenticity. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you, Samantha. Thank you both so much. You guys are the kindest people. You're the first 2 people that ever talked to me about my channel. I will never forget that conversation. And you guys are some of the most genuine, loving, kind people I've ever met. So
that's awesome.
And that's the kind of stuff that I want to foster. That I want to see more of that.
Dude.
Like, this whole like infighting, with people like, I'm so sick of that shit.
It's fucking stupid. This is toys, man. If you're gonna be angry, like, be angry at something real.
You're arguing over plastic people. Like, how good is your life that's sitting around bitching about a dolly is like, in the middle of my day.
There's more important things in life than dollies, but it is a beautiful and fun hobby.
Yeah. I look at some people and I never throw this kind of thing around. I really don't. I rarely ever talk about my career in my military service, but I look at some people and I'm like, you've never been in a third world country taking indirect fire, and it shows.
Yeah, you'd never make it. You'd never make it.
You've never had to use an ammo crate as a toilet for 6 months. Like,
yeah,
your life is easy. Just appreciate it.
Yeah, exactly. There's horrible things.
Yeah.
Enjoy where you're at and what you got, man.
But Samantha, I can't thank you both enough. You guys are fantastic people.
Yeah, they're amazing, man. That's awesome.
Just keep on being you.
Fuck yeah.
Lilith says, Chad, you got friends here in Australia. If you ever need a bed to crash in Australia, you got one. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Mr. Wonderful says, I love the way you say dolly. It reminds me of all the jokes my wife and daughter make about playing with my wrestling figures. Tighty whitey little man.
Oh, it's great, dude. Once you started calling him that, I was like, oh, he's the best. He's the best.
I don't want to say I stole it, but I kind of took on that vernacular with Jay Bartlett and Rob McCallum, the action figure adventure guys who I'm friends with. They always call them dollies, and then I just started calling them dollies with them.
That's a compliment. You know what I mean? That's all a compliment.
And Just Jeff's a rad dude. He and I go dolly shopping all the time.
I see him in your streams all the time.
I coined it, own it. Yeah, I own it. Yeah, it's cool. Dollies, right? I love my dollies.
That's great.
Dude, thank you so much for hanging out with me, Brian.
And thank you for having
do this
me
again.
Yeah, anytime, brother. Anytime. And everybody in the chat, thank you so much.
Yeah. And happy accident, yo. I don't know if you just got here, but you're going to have to replay squad it, my brother.
Replay.
I can see that t-shirt. It's Chad. Love my dollies. I still got to push out that never go full classified. So
my God,
I'm working. I'm gonna change up my whole merch thing. I don't. Yeah.
I just don't do it. I don't want to ask anybody for money. Not right now. Not right now. I just want. Yeah, and I want to talk to people, have fun.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah. You know, and people are like, oh, you should do a membership thing or a Patreon, and I'm like, I don't.
Yeah. See, I set that up, but I didn't tell anybody. Like I just set it up because YouTube's like, you're at that point, you should do it, and I'm just like. Okay.
Are you friggin' sweating me, YouTube?
Yeah, so I mean, I did it, but I'm not asking anybody for anything.
I don't know. Well,
eventually you get to a point where you should do it. You know what I mean? Shit costs money and it's time. You know what I mean?
It does. It really does. And
because I mean, when people watch my videos, they don't realize that it takes me like 9 hours to make a video. You know what I mean? But it is 100%. What it is.
Yep. All right, brother. Well, thank you again. We're going to do this again soon, and I'm going to let you sign us out.
See ya, everybody. I don't have anything good.
It's still perfect. Have an awesome day.